I'll make you famous.
Because I'm a cowboy! Oh, man!
And now, your mama knows.
29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
What are you, fucking nuts? You thought...
Subscribe to the most epic channel on YouTube for live streams every week. Daily videos. Subscribe. Bruce, unleash the baby god dragon.
Oh, what's up, guys? I didn't realize you guys were there. I'm just admiring the Christmas tree. I'm in the Christmas spirit, Mr. Urban World. Yeah. You see my dog back here? Josie, what are you doing? Here, come here. Come here. Jump up. Come on, lazy dog. Jump up. Let the people see you. I don't have no food. Yeah, they want to see you. Come on. Here. Come on, you lazy? No, Josie. Just go lay down. All right. Anyway, guys, so what's going on? It's the Cowboy King of Entertainment. I'm back with another live stream. Guys, we're going to talk gaming. As you know, a lot of stuff went on over the last week. The PlayStation Portal is out. This thing is sweet. Design is nice. But I'll say this. Oh, you know what? I left it in my room. Well, did I leave it in my room? Yeah, I think I did. Well, anyway, over the weekend, I played 7 hours straight on my mobile device via remote play, and some of it I streamed to YouTube. This is still a powerhouse when it comes to remote play. And honestly, I want to talk to you guys. I feel that there's a lot of cloud gamers out there, and I almost feel like you should, again, just hear me out. I almost feel like, not you should, but for me, I felt it makes more sense just to invest that money into a platform, let's say a console, whether it's an Xbox, PlayStation, and or a PC. And then if you want to be mobile, right? You want to play games on the go, Joe, just do remote play. I always said that remote play was the answer for cloud gaming. And over this past weekend, it was really cool because I played Armored Core, and which is one of the toughest games that's out right now. And I played Armored Core, and we just had a ball of a time, having fun. I mean, I'm beating bosses. I'm getting further through the game on remote play, 2 hours from my house on mobile data. So I say that to say this. I always felt the limitations of the cloud gaming was games. See, cloud gaming could be great. It could be epic. I know it works. We know it works. But let's say a game like Armored Core. Let's say you like GFN. Can you play Armored Core in GFN? I know some people said, well, you can play Armored Core on Boosteroids. I mean, you could play everything on Boosteroids. Let's just say that. But for how long? Who knows? So I just felt like for me, I spent the money. Yes, $500, got a PlayStation 5. But when I buy the game I want, or I rent the game I want, because I didn't even buy Armored Core, I'm renting it, then I get to play that game as long as I want, almost where I want, because wherever remote play works, cloud gaming is probably going to work. Same difference, right? And so it's not like, oh, well, I can use cloud gaming there, but you can't use remote play. No, you're going to be able to use them both in the same place. However, my library, my catalog of games is going to trump the catalog of games that could be found on a cloud gaming service. That's just what I think. So, but anyway, it doesn't matter. It's matter to the individual. Maybe you don't like a big, I don't know, maybe you like certain games, you don't care. Hey, when I was into Stadia, I met a lot of people who just, they didn't really care what games they was playing, to be honest with you. It was like, hey, whatever game comes on service, I'm happy with. So for me, I'm more of a, I call myself a picky gamer, but I also, I like specific games. I like to say, that's the game I want to play. I don't want you to just throw out a bunch of games and I just look and put my hands in my pocket and say, all right, give me that one. No, I kind of like to see a trailer. I kind of like to hear people talking. And I'm like, oh, I want to play that game, right? I don't want to be limited to what's ever on a subscription service. But, or limited to what's behind. All right, well, let me let my dog out. See, this is why I didn't like her coming in here, because she's ready to just rush out of here, go barking and act crazy, and then I got to stop what I'm doing. Anyway, but yeah, guys, PlayStation Portal is out now. I was going to play this laying in bed last night, but I was like, you know what? I got a video I need to make. So, guys, I made a lot of videos over the weekend, and I didn't even put out all of them yet. I just made them because I don't like to put out multiple videos in a day. So I even put out 2 already, but they was 2 totally different things. I'd rather like letting one video get its own day to itself. Anyway, but guys, I am the Cowboy King of Entertainment. Yes! Ah! And I'm back ready to get into this thing because today is Gaming Podcast Monday. So we're going to jam together, baby. So, with that being said, if you're new to the channel, just go to the homepage and scroll down. You'll see all the stuff I do, from vlogging, the podcast, the shows, to reviews, whether it's movies or, man, it's all on there. Check it out. So, that being said, I'm going to grab a chair. I hope you guys grab a chair. I did feed the fish, so the fish was fed. And I want to check you guys out in the comments, and then we'll get to some other stuff. So, let me put the portal. Oh, here it is. Close up, guys. PlayStation Portal. That screen is nice. But man, I'll tell you this, man, using my you know what, let me let my dog out. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna let my dog out, and I'm gonna get the MGX Pro so you guys can see what I was using over the weekend. Let me see. I got a video lined up for you guys. Yes, I do. Be right back. What's going on, guys? I want to welcome you to something very special. The Anaya Mama Knows All-Purpose Champions. And what that is a membership for the channel. It's $2.99 a month. And with $2.99 a month, you will get
virtual videos. That's right, guys. What I'm doing is something different that no one else is doing. So for that $2.99, if you have any type of business, anything you sell, anything you want to promote, whether it's a YouTube channel, a social media page, I will make a custom video specifically for you, and I'll be illustrating everything that you tell me to. I'll add links to the video. It's going to be in a playlist, and that way it'll literally be your own personal advertisement. Also, guys, we're going to be doing member shout outs. So the people who are members, if you're an all-purpose champion, I'm going to have your name all over. I'm going to announce your name in multiple videos. Don't worry, guys. The world will know that you are an all-purpose champion. Something I also want to do, guys, that's going to be awesome and monumental is I'm going to have early access to videos. That's right. If you're an all-purpose champion, you'll be able to watch certain videos before anybody else. Also, guys, I have emojis and badges. And the cool thing about the badges are the longer you become an all-purpose champion, guys, you get the upgrade from badges to badges to badges. So you can show everyone else your cool badges and why you're an all-purpose champion. Well, guys, thank you. And I know you all can't wait to rush.
That's it. Hit. Ooh, you thought that was a game? Yeah, tip. Yo, man, look at the precision. Woo! All right, anyway, so guys, I want to show you this because, man, I feel like this is the ultimate. Like, honestly, this thing rivals my PlayStation Portal. This is my baby. This get the thing done. The controller is dope. It's like if you got an Xbox controller cut in half. You know what's funny? When I hold like this controller, my brain doesn't stop to say, "Oh, it's the Xbox layout." I didn't even, not one time did I even think, "Oh, wait, it's a different layout." I just pressed the buttons and it just, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, man, this thing right here got the job done this weekend. I played 7 hours straight on mobile data. Some of it I streamed to you guys. You was able to see how fluid and smooth. You got to see me beat bosses. It was cool. So a mobile device, like a phone with a cool, this is the best mobile controller. I dare you guys to tell me one that's better. I'm just saying. This thing, the MGX Pro, check out my review. I made 2 different ones for it. But yeah. Anyway. All right. I just want to show that off because this thing is dope. Oh, and this is what it looks like. And think about it. Look how big my phone is with a case on, right? This is the Galaxy Fold. Look at this size of the case. And it's able to fit. Like, that's cool. And, like, look at this. Like, come on. Anyway. All right. So, let me check you guys out in the comments. Also, this weekend, or maybe one of these days, I plan on making a bunch of the videos for you guys. Because I don't want to be a fraud. And so I'm going to be hitting some people up to ask you guys what could I put in your custom video. And I'm going to start making a bunch of those. But throw on the glasses. I know my man FCat is somewhere saying, "Yo, Willie, hurry up." So let's get into it. So I'm going to breeze through this real quick. Let's see. My man Mr. Urban's in the building. So let's get this straight. When it comes to cloud gaming, Sony was called PS Now, not PS Plus. So let's get this straight. What I'm trying to tell you is the title PS Plus has been around forever, right? Whether you talking about PS Now turning into PS Plus, but Sony was smart. They kept the name that they already been using for years. Remember, PS Plus, where you just having monthly games, has been a thing forever, okay? And then they just absorbed PlayStation Now. So get it together, bro. What's up, Cherry Man? Let's see. We're just going to scroll through, see what y'all guys saying. I'm done. I've done more for Sony than you. I now own PSVR 2. Where's yours again? I don't have one because you never got it. I said I would get one if you got one and you never got it. So, hey, there you have it. But I don't care. I don't need to do a lot for Sony. I just need to do stuff for me. So if you're supporting Sony, good for you. I'm just supporting me because I'm buying things I want. All right. Let me see. So what's up, Chariot? He said, "Oh, Snap Cowboys Live. What's up, Room? I just said Room. Ronan, what's up, man? Hold up. Wait, what'd you say? You better let your puppy Yo, that dog is crazy, man. Show our niece gives her extra treat. Yo, listen. My wife just got a gerbil, and the dog want to kill it. And I told her, like, why would you get that? Because our dog want to kill anything that moves, people on bicycles. Like, she's wild. And so she got it, and now she got to keep it in the bathroom because our dog was like trying to pounce on top of the cage. We're pushing her back. She's going crazy. I'm like, well, she was pushing her. I just sat there and was watching it. Like, told you. So it's kind of wild. Let me see. Ronan Proud PSVR 2 owner this holiday season. Quest 3. What does Cowboy own outside of his PS5? How is he supporting the gaming industry like me? Oh man, Urban, I might get a PSVR 2. All right. Let me see. I'm saving up. Let me see. The Cowboy is live. Yeah, man, we about to get it. Let me see. I can't see the PSVR 2 beating the Quest 3. I was going to get a Quest 3, Urban. Let me see. Not mobile data. What's wrong with the, mobile data for the win, baby? Let me see. Oh, Urban, my next tech buy after my headset will be the DualSense Edge. Ooh, bought it and returned it. You dare disrespect the puppy? Hey, man, listen, my dog is wild. She's not a puppy either. My man Dodge Man in the building. Hold on, let's give it up. Man, I appreciate it. Thank you very much, Dodge Man. I'm doing good, brother. Also, I'm excited to do the video I'm going to make for you. I got some cool ideas in mind. So thank you very much for the $10 spot, my brother. And also, you still can't beat me in Mortal Kombat. And every time you beat me, it's a cheesy win. I'm just playing. You dust me. All right, talking about the Quest 3, PSVR 2. Let me see. Yeah, they're talking about the Quest and the PSVR 2. Urban is excited. I'm gonna be able to buy some stuff. Okay, let me see. Drop the link. I am gonna drop the link, FCAT. I am dropping the link. Let me see. It's just like playing on a bigger screen. They say, whoa, what's going in my man? Yo, what's going on, Obi Rose? Monday night, baby. 1st to 10 in Tekken. Whenever you want it, let me know. Let me see. We had PS Plus since PS3. Urban. Yeah, Urban just don't get it, bro. He's gave away free games since PS3. Thank you very much. I appreciate you helping that man out. It's not the same thing as PS Now. No. All right, I'm not even gonna say that to the guy. Why does Urban keep saying he owns the PSVR 2 when he doesn't? I don't know. I have no clue. I need to see a picture. But look at the fish in the background. That looks pretty cool. Let me change the camera. I just seen them moving all around. Yeah, let's push this over a little bit more to get more action from the fish. I just had to put some more water in there last night. All right, let's see. I am at the bottom. Disrespect. No, I'm not disrespecting the DualSense, but I have bought one and I never opened it. I bought them because my controllers was broke. So I figured that was the answer to my broke controllers because I could take out the analogs if they got broken. But then eventually I was like, you know what? It was $200 for just one controller when I was able to get both of my controllers that was broke fixed for $40 each, end up being $80. It just made more sense to have two controllers and not buy one. And then the only feature was hoping that it breaks, which is dumb, one day so I could switch them out. You know what I mean? Yeah, we definitely don't. But I made a whole video on it. All right. Here we go. Next VR next year. I mean, Urban, you don't have no proof, you know? Tell him you gotta get that video unboxing. All right, guys. Here is the link. So jump on in if you're free. Let me see. To join the show. Oh, guys, but I got Apple TV now, and I watched 2 episodes of the Godzilla show last night. They had 3 episodes out, and that was pretty cool. So we can talk about that tomorrow, though, as you want to mention that. But yeah, so I pinned the link. Jump on in there, guys. Make sure you hit that like button. Let's get into the show. FCAT is about to jump on. My man TPG want to come on and talk about The Last of Us Remastered, which I'm actually, it's gonna be weird me saying this, but I'm excited for, because I felt like the game was way too long. But I think what's cool is they're doing it right. They're gonna allow you to buy the game for just $10 or upgrade, and then it comes with a bunch of stuff. So that's kind of cool. So I know we'll get into it. TPG want to bring that up. But let's bring in none other than F the Cat.
Yo.
What's up, man? How's it going?
What you say?
I say, how's it going?
Chilling.
Okay. So I see you beat the game.
Not yet.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, you're at the end. Well, let's get in none other than that PlayStation gamer. Let's go. Bring him in here. TPG. What's up, man?
Not much.
Yo, TPG, you growing the beard a little thick, baby.
I know. And it always gets about this long, and that's about it.
Gotcha.
Gets any longer.
Yeah. See, I can't grow all of that, man. Like,
I want to have a big bushy beard like you see like people from Alaska, but it's like I
Right.
can't do it. Damn it. I want to compensate for the hair I'm missing up here.
hey, listen, bro. Listen, we both, you already know. So
Bald is beautiful, baby. Bald
that's
is
right.
beautiful.
And listen, I always tell people, Vin Diesel made being bald in. It was first Michael Jordan. But I feel like,
Also, The Rock did it too. He made it look really good.
yeah, but later on.
Today's show might get a little crazy. We got some topics.
Really? All right, let's do it.
I'm only aware of one thing. And it's the thing
Listen,
I wanted the most.
I just like to talk gaming in general, but FCAT is always in the trenches. TPG is in the building. I already know this.
You never know what we're going to get into.
Never know. All right, let's do it. So, bam, we're going to pull up FCAT's screen.
All right, so EA's Rocket Arena disappears from storefronts without a warning. So first they pulled it off Game Pass, then they were pulling it off EA. Now they're completely delisted the game.
Huh.
Hold on, what is Rocket Arena?
So a lot of people on Twitter are saying, "Oh, it's a live service." No, there was nothing live service about this game.
Mm-hmm.
So what happened? Basically, what happened with this game? This game first was shown as a first-person shooter.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
When the game came out, it was in third person because the developers thought it'd be cool if you'd be able to see your skins. So, yeah,
I had this game mixed up with the knockoff City game they made. You know, the dodgeball game they did?
Oh, Knockout City, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
This game should have been free to play after a while, but
yeah,
it's kind of like a kiddie version of the Quake mode, Rocket Arena.
Yeah, sounds familiar. Just doesn't strike a chord. 100%.
Yeah. I'm probably thinking the next thing they're gonna announce is it's gonna shut down like the game.
Yeah. That's the thing, man. If these games don't kick off, right, they'll die within a year or two. I mean,
crazy? And I think it's more pressure than ever because I think now people like FCAT bringing this up, right? So you get people talking about it, and then here's what happened: you might have somebody who was gonna play this game, and just in theory, and they watch this show, and they might be like,
I
"Oh, that
bought
game
it.
is going downhill," and then they decide not to play it. So word of mouth is even more powerful than ever because of the internet and social media. And it just makes people feel like, oh, nobody want to play that game. And somebody be like, I play that game. Like, you do? I heard nobody play the game. Like, what? So,
Yeah, well, I mean, I bought it simply because the early trailers before the game came out showed it in first person, and it looked great. It looked like a Overwatch competitor, almost.
mhm.
And for the game to release and it's in third person, and you're like, what the hell? There's no way to switch cameras. It's just
Hmm.
on third person. You're just kind of like, ah, this kind of ruins it.
Just another game in the never-ending graveyard of games that died before they had a
It
chance.
happens. But I do prefer third person. But some
But
stuff
this
I
only
do.
had one paid uh little skin pack thingy to it. Nothing else. That was
Hmm. Just gonna be a tax write-off at the end of the day. That's what it's really gonna be.
it.
I mean,
Seriously, that's what's gonna happen. A lot of these games, they're just gonna be a tax write-off for these corporations.
So we got some cloud gaming news. NVIDIA
ah,
GeForce Now support for PC Game Pass with Xbox account syncing. So you can now sign into your Xbox account and sync all the Game Pass games, but the login thing still does not work.
Weird.
well, at least that's something that they could probably just fix, you know?
Yeah, so right now they have a deal or a bundle or whatever. You get PC Game Pass and Ultimate.
Well, Xbox got a
Well,
lot of deals going on right now. It's kind
so
of
let me just
crazy.
say, I want to say real quick, I want to say what's up to Winstar. He's in the building. My man, the Gaming Vote is in the building. And can you guys please join in on the poll? A little bit of fun here. Uh, Ronan said he votes no. Um, it's his cousins. I believe you. I believe you. So yeah. So join in on the
So
fun.
y'all ready for the next stuff?
Wait. You two guys are on here, so I want you to answer. Do you
What's the
the
poll? I
poll?
can't
Do
see
you,
it.
do you believe Mr. Urban World has bought a PSVR 2?
I have
Oh
doubts.
no.
He said, I doubt it. He said, oh no. He was like, all right, back to business. All right.
I
Back
can't
to
say
business.
100% no. I can't say 100% yes. He needs evidence. Provide the receipts. Then
So
we'll
we
see.
so we've seen Gollum, we've seen King Kong,
Oh
but
God, are we
now
talking about?
witness the Walking Dead Destinies.
Oh my God, made by the same developers too.
This should have been a mobile game.
No, a fucking mobile game still would have been too good for this thing.
But wait, I will say
Bro,
this. I'm gonna tell you this
Fam,
though. I still want to play it because it was one of my
GameFly.
favorite shows until Shane died. And we always like, man, that's when the show for me went downhill. Like not all the way downhill, but it just didn't have the same vibe. So this allows you to make Shane live and Rick die. I'm like, bro, I want to see what it would have
Yeah, but
been like.
this is like a bootleg Shane. This is a bootleg Rick.
Yeah,
But
it is.
I
I
mean,
saw
seriously.
some videos of
Did
at
they even get the
launch.
voice actors to come back and everything? It's like, good lord, these people don't even sound like they're trying most of the damn time.
Wow.
Yeah, I
I
saw
think
videos at launch and it did not look very
No.
for
appealing.
me, I think it's good enough to give me that fantasy. And I know my wife will play it with me.
Dude,
So
I'll tell you what, I'll buy this game if it's $5 whole. If it's $5 whole, maybe. Anything above that, fuck that.
yeah, I'm definitely not buying it. So I'll be
Yeah,
playing.
Like,
I'm glad I did not jump to buy this, even
I
though
know
it
you
was
wanted to
discount.
too, bro.
It
You was
was
pushing this
discount on
train
both
hard.
PlayStation and Xbox. I was
Yeah,
like, damn.
you was pushing this train hard, man.
I was like, oh, well, hold up, let me see gameplay first, actual gameplay
yeah, but
first.
you should have saw that
Then when
was
I
it?
saw it, I was like,
When you saw the
oh
logo of the developer, you should have known right away.
yeah,
Oh, this is gonna be trash. They made King
yeah.
Kong this year, and oh god.
I bet that
So
King Kong game was
Quantum
fun.
Error is actually
They,
better than this.
What game?
Quantum Error.
Oh, yeah. I mean, out of all those games, so you got King Kong, you got Quantum Error, you got this, and what else?
Now,
Something else.
Quantum Error ain't bad.
Yeah, I was gonna say Quantum Error. I would think would be the better out of all of them.
Yeah,
But that
yeah,
King
out
Kong
of
game
all
looked
of
like it's fun. I'm not gonna lie. It looked like it's fun because it's just a beat 'em up. Oh, and Gollum.
Yeah.
Gollum wasn't bad.
So, last week we got the announcement that GTA 6 might be coming.
Oh, it's coming.
So I got a feeling they're gonna show it at the Game Awards. But what the date they got? Is there like a tentative date now or a rumored?
They said in
Uh,
December they're gonna say something.
They said early December.
Yeah.
And when do the awards take place? I think it's the 7th, right?
And all we got was that teaser.
Did we get a teaser?
Yeah, we got the teaser with that song.
What song?
Got that song on it.
Oh, that's the
From
first time hearing
the
it.
Bruno Mars song. Yeah.
Oh, that would be cool, Dodge Man. Let me know. Dodge Man said he might be getting a little group together for Thursdays for Mortal Kombat.
So according to this article, we need to hold it up to the same standards of Cyberpunk and Starfield.
So when it's disappointing as hell, like those games were.
Well, the thing is, I feel like Grand Theft Auto, right? All they need to do is come out without bugs. It's the most basic game ever. I always say that. So they don't need to do much. Just make it Grand Theft Auto. You could steal cars. You can run down the street and punch people in the face and steal cars. And they just add that in the
Kill
game with more
cops,
graphics.
run from cops.
You got Grand Theft Auto 6. There you go. Like, let's be honest. Let's be honest. What does Grand Theft Auto 6 need to do to impress you? Besides have better graphics.
I don't know. Something groundbreaking, like AI NPCs, freaking
think about it.
Pull out the work.
Okay, I get that, but nobody's expecting this game. Like people,
but it's $1 billion budget game. It's a
But think about it. People been playing Part 5 since 10 years ago, right? On PlayStation.
Yeah, and they have to outdo Part 5.
Huh?
They have to outdo Part 5.
I know, but Part 5 didn't do nothing special. Like the game
What
was
are you
just.
talking about?
I mean,
Part 5 like lasted as long as
Cowboy.
Destiny did.
No.
Like,
let's be a little fair. Be able to switch characters on the fly like you can, and during the PS3 generation, that was pretty new technology back then. I mean, granted, now it's not a big deal, but
right, yeah. But just think about it, right? Like, what did Grand Theft Auto do besides? Okay, if you say that, like, it's just a popular game. I'm telling you guys, it's like Nikes, right? Versus Adidas. People just love Nikes because they're popular. I mean, can you say they feel better? Can you say they look better? Your preference might be they look better. Oh, I like the little swish. But at the end of the day, so I feel like Grand Theft Auto really doesn't do anything special. It just makes sure it does everything.
It
does something really special, Cowboy. It does the most special thing ever. It gets everyone to buy it.
Break it.
Gets everyone to buy it. Their grandma, their kids, their little sisters. Everyone buys Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah. So my point is, I don't think they really need to do anything outside the box. If I was them, I would kind of make sure Grand Theft Auto 6 is what you always got, but just in a prettier package. And
now,
so
isn't the so I asked FCAT, isn't the rumor that this game's supposed to take place in Vice City this time around?
Yeah, Vice City, which was the best.
Yeah,
GTA
that's
game,
the best
hands
one in my
down.
opinion.
That's my favorite. Yeah.
Rest in peace, Ray Liotta.
What's
No, yeah, he was in it. He was playing Tommy Verzetti.
But unfortunately, the CEO of Take-Two says that we should be paying by the hour for video games.
What?
Fuck you! Here I am trying to defend Grand Theft Auto. Now you're gonna say this shit? We're done. We're done. We ain't buying Grand Theft Auto.
He's trying to run some kind of internet cafe on us.
Well, the thing is, I think if it depends, right? I think certain things you should
Cowboy.
pay for. It just.
Are you seriously gonna sit here and say that we should be paying to play a game for every hour?
Well, I think if they came up with some type of system where you paid when you play, right? So let's say, like you said earlier, internet cafe, right? You go in a cafe and you log in and then you pay when you're there or whatever your usage is. I can see a scenario. It just depends on what it is. Like maybe some crazy VR, right? Usually when you go to like Dave and Buster's, you go to places to play the big VR machine, it's really expensive. Like you'll play a regular game and it'd be like $1, and the VR thing would be like $5. So imagine if they had some amazing, like you get inside this machine, you close the doors, and you're in there.
But the context here is that he's talking about just regular games, you know, the physical games.
Yeah, so like imagine you
buying.
play a game and you have to sit there and put your credit card in every hour.
Imagine you have to pay for this game, and then it's like, oh, by the way, for every hour we know you're playing, we're going to charge you $5, $10.
Well, not $5. I don't think $5, $10 wouldn't make sense. But let's say if it was like 50 cents an hour, you know.
Don't doubt for a second that these companies will try that shit. You give them an inch, they will try to take a whole damn mile.
Here's my thing. I really don't care. I just feel like I'm going to get what I want, and then I'm just going to get what I don't want. So, and I can't have no control over if they decide to make it 50 cents an hour, $10 an hour. So I just be like, well, I guess I ain't playing that game. So at the end of the day,
I mean, that's the smart thing to do is vote with your wallet. If you don't like the game or the company behind it, just tell them fuck off.
It's like I keep debating with Chris and Ideal and them about the fatality thing, right? And I told him, I said, here's the thing, right? You guys here, let me let Jers in real quick. Jers is coming in the building. Bam! Jersey, what's up, man?
What's up, people?
What's up? How you been, man?
Just chilling, you know, rocking Division 2.
Okay, I seen you on there hard.
Yeah, man.
You're a little late to the game on that one.
He's a little late to the game, but you know.
Stop it. I gave it a break.
You gave it a long break. That game came out 100 years ago.
I thought this was like the first time you start playing it. I was like, oh, shit.
No. Not me, bro. Not me.
So jump in on this, Jer. So here's the thing, right? Also, guys, make sure you join the poll. Some people actually like Mr. Urban World. The poll is 44% says yes, Mr. Urban World bought the PSVR 2, and 56% said no. But I'm having a little bit of fun with that poll because we don't believe he really bought one. He said he did, and he's gonna use it for Christmas. But so here's the thing, right? I was saying the other day with Chris and Ideal, I was like, they're complaining about Mortal Kombat fatality, right? And I said, but here's the thing with gaming. And I've been saying this from the beginning. I said, I didn't have a problem spending $12 on the fatality. Yes, it sounds expensive, but I didn't have a problem playing for it because it's something I really wanted, right? Now, they was like, well, the game's broken. It's broken. I said, but here's the thing. Your issue with the game isn't my issue. I said, here's the thing. I'm more of a casual when it comes to fighting games nowadays. So all the frames and the stuff you see, it isn't that, not that many people it hinders, like you guys. So I could buy a $12 fatality and be like, oh, this is cool. I'm playing and having fun. And you'll be like, I won't buy it because the game's broke. And then guess what happened? That one award show gave Mortal Kombat best multiplayer game. So I said, you guys look silly because you're saying, oh, the game is broken, but it won best multiplayer game. So again, there's way more casual gamers than it is those diehards. So the problem is, if you keep playing it, like TPG was saying, then they're not going to know it's that bad. And as they're complaining, oh, the game's broken, but you're still playing it. So they're like, what? It's like the wrestling game. Like the wrestling game. That glitch is terrible. But we play every single Wednesday for at least 5 hours. That's the minimum. And the glitch happens every time you do an Irish whip. But we still play the game. Are they going to fix it? No. But we love the game that much, we don't want to not play. So it's like, so again, like TPG said, you got to speak with your wallet. But it's like, but I love playing the game. And even though it has that glitch, we just play around it. So it's a catch-22, man, with gaming. And they know they got us. These companies know where they got us, you know?
With this jersey.
Go ahead.
With this jersey thing.
About what?
Yeah,
about this paying by an hour to play video games.
What?
I said what?
I
was
I love it. You hear
Hey, an
the
hour?
Paying by the
joke in his
hour
mouth.
to play video games. Now, before you go, I'll
I don't
quickly
understand. What
say
do you mean, pay by the hour? What do you mean?
I will happily pay by the hour for online access multiplayer.
I don't understand what's going on. I'm like
Yeah,
in a loop.
explain it to Jerry. He's just jumping in.
So this guy is saying pretty much video games should be priced per hour.
He can kiss my ass.
Thank you.
We pay like full price for these games. Ain't my problem. They didn't make money.
Oh, and this is also the CO of Take-Two, aka the GTA publisher.
Oh yeah, because we all know how that goes. Yeah, look how much they made with GTA 5 though, man. Miss me with that. Well, I don't feel bad for him. Who the hell is he? He's just mad because streamers making money and stuff. That's all that is.
Look what his quote said. It said the GTA 6 publisher repeats the view that premium video games offer good value for money. So he's saying that if you get value, then you'll pay for it. And that's all I'm saying. If you like it that much, then pay for it.
I'm gonna be real, Cowboy, and everybody here in chat. If they actually did that, there will be people that do that, but not enough to hold them down. I swear, dude, hell no, not enough to hold them down. Because I wouldn't have. I'm like, GTA 6 might be the awesome game that ever comes out, that ever did come out, right? But if they charge us like that, I can guarantee you, everybody will be like, yeah, well, F that game. I ain't playing that game.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah.
So
get a lot of people to fall off, but you know what's crazy? There's people who feel like they're in an exclusive club, and they'll be like, I'm doing it, and it depends, obviously, the amount of money, right? And this is all hypothetical.
It depends on how big of a GTA fan you
because
are.
the thing just says Strauss Zelnick didn't say games should be priced per hour, but is he right about their value? So.
I mean, GTA, like there's probably about another amount as much people playing Call of Duty as GTA.
Compared to like right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree. GTA 6 drops.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
The thing is, I don't never want to be the gamer where I'm standing on the other side of the fence saying, "Oh yeah, I shouldn't play that." I just feel like Jers rocking the Division 2.
Yeah, man.
Oh well, it's a game that's open. The servers are still there, so play it if you want, right?
There's actually more players on Division than Destiny right now.
Oh wow!
Because they are messing up Destiny terrible. They're throwing it to the ground, dude. And it's messed up.
We'll get
throw it to the ground. Get ready to get the blowtorch ready.
But let's move it on here. We ready to move it on here?
Well, hold on real quick. I want to say what's cool is Jers is a big fan of Destiny, so he would know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro. I just because as of late I wasn't catching up with the news, and my buddy was breaking it down to me last night, and I don't agree with what they're doing, bro. I just it's a piece of crap what they're doing. You know what I mean? Like they're catering, and I don't care who joins Destiny. I don't care what kind of caliber player you are, casual, hardcore, but don't give in to the casuals that much.
Just say it all that.
Keep the hardcore fan base that stuck with you from day one. Keep it like have some fucking my bad. Have some training tutorials or something to initiate things that would help them to grow as players, man. Like don't just I don't know, man. They're beating this game up.
Dude, I tried playing Destiny 2, and it just like it asks so much for you just at the beginning. It's like this is like overwhelming for a new player. And
I'm not gonna lie, real quick, I'm gonna stop you there. It's not that bad. I thought Division 2 was easy. Division 2 is the most complex looter shooter I ever played in my life.
Whoa, Jers. I want to say that's Warframe.
I'm not. Well, Warframe. That aside, but I'm just saying. Like, I came back to Division 2, thought I had everything. I'm like, okay, I got to do this. Okay, I got to get that up. Okay, I got to grind for this. There's that. There's this. There's that. I'm like, holy crap! Like, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I like to do. Destiny's, it's not there anymore. It's just not. I don't feel like grinding from bounties or grinding for a gun. Like, nah, miss me.
That's me with that bullshit.
For you, so it's hard too because it's and FCAT, we're gonna move on. Hold on. But for you, it's like you and me both, we played for a long time. I stopped playing probably 5 years ago. But when you bring somebody new in, right, you got to be able to entice them to keep playing. But you also got to give the older people stuff to keep them still playing.
Absolutely.
So it's hard. And like TPG said, if you come in and new and it's like you can't understand it, you're not going to want to stick around. But if you're an old player and the stuff is just boring or it's just not doing anything new or it's just the same, then eventually you're going to fall out of it.
They have clans, right?
Yeah.
And they still never like did something with the clans. You know what I mean? Like fastest raid, who's going against whose clan? Let's time it in. All right, ready, set, go. They have a timer on each clan, like that's playing the raid. Who's ever beats it gets so many rewards in the game. They should have done something like that, but they never did.
Well, hold up real quick. Whose game is it? Round Slusher's game. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Destiny's just doing the same old. They got the new season coming the 28th.
Mm-hmm.
I'm expecting a good bit of the player count will probably come back, especially for Final Shape. They're gonna come back and
Gonna come back for Cade. That's all.
yeah. And I mean, it's all gonna be
Because I am.
How do they explain that he comes
just right
back to life?
now. It's a down time for Destiny. Destiny's been through a lot of down times. And
it doesn't help their competition's been stepping up. Games like Fortnite and Call
I don't know
of Duty.
if they survive or they find a way back from it. Bungie will have to pull up something.
Bungie's gonna have to pull a miracle out of their butt.
And I don't think Marathon's gonna do it.
No, Marathon.
I believe that in my heart. I don't think Marathon's ever gonna compete.
Well,
Marathon's
a whole different beast.
It's almost like
Marathon ain't gonna hit where Destiny was, bro. I guarantee.
And here's the thing: I feel like it's hard to look at Bungie. They did one game for so long, like I almost forget they did Halo, and I'm like, I don't know. I feel like their label is Destiny. So it's like when I think of Marathon, I think of like, oh, is this their knockoff game? Is just so I guess they just gotta prove it, right? The game
Marathon's their original IP, isn't it?
It's an old game that they did, but it's a different version.
Well, the Bungie that made Halo's the Bungie we don't have now. The Bungie we have now, it's a bunch of young guys. Most of the veterans are gone at this point if they're about to leave. In fact, that's what you're seeing a lot right now in the game industry. It's just everyone who's a veteran's kind of bailing out.
My thing is the commitment. It's like Destiny is just it's funny. The other day I came into the room, into the living room, and my stepson had a friend over, and they was all talking. And I was like, oh, yeah, I used to play Destiny. And my wife was like, oh, yeah, I was just talking about it. I said, oh, wow. She's like, yeah, I hate Destiny. Man, I used to play that thing all the time. And I was like, dang, tell me why you're really mad. But, yeah, I mean, it's one of those games that it consumes a lot of your time.
It does, man.
And so you have to be willing to feed it,
Yeah.
Yeah, we ready to move on.
Yeah, so I will say this. Cubini, jump on here, man, if you're free. But, all right, go ahead, FK.
So Alex Jones came out with a video game.
Oh my God! Get out of here.
It's called NWO Wars. It's got like Trump, Bill Gates, Hillary Clinton.
That's funny, but get out of here, man. What the hell's going on, bro?
The frogs turn you gay and all this.
Is it a real game?
There's actual gay frog right there.
It's an actual game, cowboy.
Yeah, but is there gameplay? Like, is it a game?
Yeah. There's a video on YouTube. You can pull it up.
All right, I'm gonna pull it up.
It's called Alex Jones.
This is gonna be like a Bro
NWO
Force
Wars.
ripoff.
It's like Bro Force.
It would be.
It's basically like Bro Force.
Bro Force.
Yeah, Bro Force was that game.
Yeah, that was good. That was a good game.
Bro Force. All right.
If you remember that game, you remember good times.
Alex Jones game trailer. Let's look at that. Let me see.
Honestly, when I heard he made a game, I thought it was gonna be a game where you just go around bashing gay frogs.
I'm trying to find. All right, Alex. All right, here we go. Check it out.
Pac-Man. First came Pac-Man, Donkey Kong, and Super Mario Brothers. And now the ultimate retro nostalgia throwback game. I present to the world Alex Jones's New World Order Wars. They're turning the friggin' frogs gay. I'll eat your ass, you Nazi scum. Let's free the Patriots and defeat the globalist tech geeks.
We are going to defeat the globalists very bigly.
This game is mostly peaceful.
Woo!
I'm going to lower the world's population. Oh, big deal. I'm taking you down, rapist.
I did not have sexual relations with that saxophone.
All right, so it's like Contra.
So this is what happens when you
It's
give a
like Growth
crackhead a video game.
It's like Contra.
Dude, oh my god. Well, you know why he's doing this shit, right? He's trying to recover from that damn lawsuit from those Sandy Hook victims.
Here's the thing. It doesn't mean that it's a real game, though, until it's like a real game.
Well,
Like,
I saw someone make a video about it. They were talking about like it was the most basic game out there. I was like, oh no.
Okay, well, where do you get it from? What's going on, Rock? How's it going?
Where
You
got it
can't
from?
buy it for console. I think it's on a.
It's PC only.
Yeah, it's a
Oh,
PC.
I know.
I think it might be even a Flash game. I don't know.
You said, I'll buy that for $1.
True that.
Argentina president's class. You get what you vote for. Yeah, that's
So
how
we
it goes.
ready to get into the Sony
You get what you
news,
vote for, and you don't get what you don't vote for. So, and you get what you don't vote for. Sorry, but yeah, go ahead. Let's do it. And guys,
Ready
make
for
sure you
Sony.
vote.
I'm glad Jersey's here because he can let out his frustration. But yeah,
Wait, what
we're gonna
frustration? Oh,
address
this guy?
this guy.
No, you're not.
Oh damn
No,
it,
you're
Jake
not.
Barry! I fucking hate this guy.
All right, so wait, you guys got to explain this to me.
Yeah, listen, real quick. I
talked
took
about
this out of context. I followed, what Arun said, and maybe he has some points across that. You know what I'm saying? But when you read that, you're not really reading into it. You're just reading it, right? So I'm like, wait a minute. If I don't see your network speeds, your opinion on a PlayStation Portal is irrelevant, in my opinion. Show and tell all the world the truth. So I'm like, who the hell are you talking to, bro? You know what I mean? That's how I took it. I'm like, who are you?
So when I read that, I think he's trying to say, if you're trying to say the PlayStation Portal has bad like lag, then he's trying to say that your internet speeds is really low. I think that's the way I take it.
So real quick, I just want to add this, right? And this is making me really mad, right? In 2018, I upgraded to the gig internet, right? It's been beautiful. Right. The first year, the PlayStation 4 was up to a gig, almost a gig. It was like 500, 400. And then the PlayStation 5 was like high. You know what I mean?
Right.
And in late 21 to 22, and beginning of 22, for some weird reason, my upload speeds only go to 50 or 25 sometimes. So I'm like, what the hell's going on? I checked, and all the speed tests that there's out right now, it's all 900, 900, 900, 800. It's all good. I was like, what is up with this PS5? So the reason why I say this is because my Portal was having hiccups, network issues. When I was in my living room, it's like 25 feet away, 30 feet away. So I'm like, I know my phone's working perfectly fine. My TV is working perfectly fine. My PlayStation, for some reason, is not capturing the 900 megs upload.
Right.
So he could be correct in that situation, bro.
Okay, so we got to dissect.
Can I say something real quick?
There you go.
Right,
From what I know, the PS5 limits how much it takes your. It doesn't like use your full internet speed. It maxes out at a certain point.
Let me I'm gonna back this up with a little bit of what happened. So we all went through this, if you guys remember. Remember COVID happened and Sony, so you can look this up if you want. When COVID happened, to help out because a lot of people work from home, Sony throttled everybody's PlayStation to where you could only go up to 60 gigabytes, right? So I remember I was mad and I was talking to my friend who works for Comcast. He works for Comcast. And he was like, dude, why are you complaining? I was like, bro, because it's not fair. He was like, no, what you don't get is the large number that you're talking about, Jers. That doesn't even matter when it comes to PlayStation. And Sony showed you. Remember, when COVID, everybody's playing PlayStation online, like not a problem at all. So the thing is, I pay for gigabit too, and now it's up to 12, right?
Yeah.
That big number doesn't matter because that big number just means if you had 30 people over your house, everybody could get a piece of that big number.
Oh, yeah.
Divided it. So the big number for one device doesn't matter. But what you're saying is, well, I got so much bandwidth that my device shouldn't be running slow.
And plus, why are they selling that device if they capped it? That makes no sense. If they're gonna, you know what I mean?
Well, because they showed you, and when COVID happened, is that you really don't need more than 60. Like the device can't, like, even if you do a speed test and it show 800, it's not using. It's like taking protein. When people take protein, your body could only absorb so much protein. So you're like, oh, it took 32 grams. So the body's only going to absorb like 8 grams of protein. So you just wasted, a bunch. So same thing with PlayStation. You could do the speed test all day. It say 800, 1200, 500, but it's really only needs. It only could use like 60. So now with my portal, the first time I went online, everybody seen it live. It was laggy. I was like, yo, what's going on? So what I did was I turned it off and I went, I said, let me do remote play on my phone. And my phone ran smooth. I turned off remote play on my phone and went back to the portal and it worked. For some reason, I don't know why that happened. And then it just worked continuously. But back here, I always had worse cell service back here. When I went in my bedroom that night, it was clear. It was like, the cool thing is it don't feel sluggish, but you'll see it looking sluggish. Kind of like how Stadia was. Like Stadia, instead of you feeling that it doesn't work, you just would see that it is not looking good. But
you guys know about pop audio, right? When something's trying to connect, it pops in your ears a little bit. Like,
you mean like crackling sound?
Yeah. Like, it's trying to connect. I was having the issues last night. I was like, come on, this is not cool right now. The first day was beautiful with the portal. It was great, running smooth. I was actually really surprised, to tell you the truth. I really like the portal. I'm not a remote play guy, and I love it. And that's no cap. But
now here's my question for you. How do you have your PlayStation set to
wired?
internet?
Yeah.
Oh, you got it wired. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And honestly, I didn't know we could wire it in. I didn't know that because I didn't look up nothing at the portal. I just bought it last week. Well, the almost 2 weeks ago. Friday would be 2 weeks ago. I got it Wednesday, the day of, and I hooked it up. And I was trying to connect. I was like, oh crap! It's not it's not Wi-Fi. It's wired in. And all of a sudden, went ding. And I was like, what? I thought we had to be Wi-Fi. I'm like, hey, you know what? That works.
Yeah, mine. Wait. What? Hold on. Explain that. What you did?
Because I thought the PlayStation needs to be on Wi-Fi to connect it with the portal as well.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
No, as long as it's still connected to the same router, no matter what.
So I'm like, wait a minute, this doesn't make sense. So I'm like, it's wired in. But I was like, okay, connect, and it connected. I was like, oh, that's nice.
Okay.
It's beautiful.
Here's what I'm confused. Before it came out, they were saying PlayStation has something called PlayStation Link. That's different than Wi-Fi.
For
their freaking headphones.
The headphones.
Okay, that's only because I was like, well, how do I PlayStation Link my portal to my PlayStation 5? So that you can't do that. That's only for that new
the headsets.
Okay,
as far as I know, the Link is essentially a glorified device manager.
Well, it's like it's just another type of Wi-Fi, pretty much. That's all.
Well, it's like if you have earbuds, it'll be like, okay, are you connecting this to your phone or are you connecting this to your PlayStation? You connect it to your grandma's fucking cell phone number, so you blow
but
your eardrums out.
But to my knowledge, it still doesn't use Wi-Fi. You know what I mean? So it's like Bluetooth. It's like its own version of Bluetooth. So instead of Bluetooth, it's called PlayStation Link.
Which is so weird because the portal doesn't support Bluetooth, which is weird.
It's the dumbest thing.
Check. Want you to buy? Think about it. If it support Bluetooth, you would just use.
It's like Sony owns a stake in Bluetooth. That's the weirder part.
Yeah, well, think about it. If they own a stake versus if they push their own thing called PlayStation Link. I mean, I see it. I know people get mad.
They totally defeated the purpose for their own 3D headsets, bro. You know what I mean?
But in other news, guys, bam.
Oh yeah.
Now this. Hold up. Can I do this real quick?
The dumbest thing.
I gotta say
it. No, Cowboy, you're not allowed to do anything.
No applause.
Honestly,
no, but $10. Only
good.
$10.
If you already bought, now hold up. What I want to know.
I already played and beat this game.
What I want to know is how much it costs for the people who don't do the $10 thing. That I'm
gonna guess it's the standard price.
Probably 60 or 70.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, for the people who bought it digitally, because there is fine print. Okay. So who bought it digitally? Because don't think you get.
Gotta read the fine print. Damn it.
Don't think you're getting this deal if you bought it on a disc. Right.
But I want to say this right now. You could get it for right now on PlayStation Store for $30.
No, you can get it with the disc, the $10 thing. You just have to keep putting in that same disc to play it.
Wait. I thought the thing you sent me said.
I think
It
what he means is
said
the upgrade.
it said you
is
can't
digital.
use the disc from PS4 on a PS5 digital.
Yeah.
Oh, I understand. Yeah. Well, yeah.
Duh.
So let me say the good. When people complain about them remaking things, and I said from the door, I'm not getting this. I already beat the game not that long ago, or when it first came out.
You could basically rent this from GameFly, pay the $10, and pretty much you're renting to play this.
No, because then you just got my $10. But so here's my thing. This is good to me, because they're gonna give you more stuff. Like I want to play the survival mode. So for me, the $10 is worth it right there, right? You get the survival mode. My wife was like, "Oh, I want to play the guitar mode and the lost levels." I'm like, "You already gave me stuff for the $10."
You think I'm a bit of a fan?
I'm
buying the Wolf Edition when this comes out, and I'm buying a PS5 Part 1 just to display it. And I'm sorry, if all you guys could sit there and go, well, this should be free. This should be free. Okay, well, Super Mario RPG, the brand new one, the remake of the first one they did.
Okay, but how old is that game?
Should be.
How old is that game?
Not right.
How old is that game? That
Right,
game
Doesn't matter. Keep that same energy.
No, but here's the thing.
Same energy.
That is not the same energy,
I'll
my
say
dude.
this. To be fair, nothing that someone had to work on should be free, because
Oh, of course not.
that person's not working for free, right?
Me, I
So
already beat it. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm thinking this
but
might
don't
be
you
a
want a second
push for
platinum?
season 2.
Nope.
Yeah,
I think
because
this is
season 2 starts production next year.
Right.
And it'll be out by the year after.
So this will push season 2.
Yeah, you ain't gonna go into details about the good stuff they're giving us. They're giving us a new mode.
But I mean, the time frame's still kind of close from the PS4 version to PS5
At this fucking
version.
point,
There's
people need
really
to Can I
no
go on
visual
a bit of a rant here?
difference.
Can I go on a little rant here?
Do it.
I am tired of hearing people complain every little thing about PlayStation. They're remastering this game. They're remaking this game. This game is not even that old. This game's not even that old. And it's just like, good fucking lord. Guys, you need to realize something about PlayStation. And it's a simple fact here. They are milking the shit out of these games. Because either you're going to get a bunch of remasters and remakes of games you liked, or you're going to get a bunch of games as service games that are very questionable. So, which one do you want? Do you want the games as service, or do you want the remakes and remasters?
No, I want a questionable game that can grow.
You want a game that could grow.
Yep.
That's not going to be every game. That's not going to be all these
Or
games as service they had planned.
My thing is this. All I'm gonna say is this. I think the people who are saying, like for instance, take Cubini, right? He doesn't even own a PlayStation, so he's like, "Oh, remake Station 2.0." But I feel like this, dude. They're marketing it. They're doing market to see that. They're doing market research to see that if we remake this, it will sell. I like my motto. I never tell another man not to make money. If you found out that people are gonna buy a remake of The Last of Us 2, I don't have a problem with it. Right now, would I rather you take that time, effort, and money to create a Last of Us 3 or just maybe Factions 2? I would prefer that. But if you feel like, you know what?
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, like, no one's saying they can't make new games. They're going to make new games. It's just like, this is stuff to fill out the time. This is to get them more money, more finances. So would you rather it be... Yeah, they do.
No, they don't.
Sony does not have...
They don't need nothing. They don't need nothing. Just like GTA 5. They need all money.
My point being, at the end of the day, would you rather have this, or would you rather have a bunch of games as service games that they just threw
a bunch of
out
service
there,
games that they can know that they can work with? That's what's going to work, so they can knock the other ones out and keep the good.
Once they fail, then it's like, well, then we just wasted our time.
It's better to fail than never try, right?
I will say this, though. Service games are very hard to be successful, and Sony showed that their one and done games are successful. So
very much so.
Yeah.
So I will
So,
say, I
double
think
They're,
what
they're
down
they
on
should
doing the
what
do.
you
quick time
have.
event games.
So,
You guys know I do not care if people buy this, right?
oh
No,
yeah,
I don't.
yeah,
I know you don't care, but
yeah, yeah.
I'm
It's
saying
a good
like
conversation. It's a good
this is
conversation.
to me this is a smart move because it's doubling down what you already have. Just make it a little nicer. Add a couple extra modes. Like, dude,
Yeah, what Ryan said.
if they announced a brand new like Uncharted Nathan Drake collection, like the upgrade the visuals and everything, and they did a 1 and 2 and 3 like that,
What they did
I'd
that
buy
already.
that. Well, no, that'd be like for the PS5 level upgrades because
Okay.
the original was just kind of PS3 level. My point being is like I would love to see more of these things in the right context. Like, okay, Infamous Remastered Collection. You can't tell me you wouldn't want that.
I'll tell you what. I'll get that when the PS5 Pro drops at better frame rate and higher res.
There
How
you
about
go.
that?
Most of
There it
these remasters are better.
Oh, speaking of
performance.
Lions here, man. What's up? Yo, I just want to let him know that Lords of the Fallen is on sale. $48. I'm gonna pick it up. I'm gonna rock it.
Oh yeah, by the way, Cowboy, you got your $10 for this already, so.
I know, right?
Sorry,
Don't
I'm
buy it
I'm
for the
sorry,
Series S.
I'm sorry I went on that rant and everything, but it's like
Yo,
it's
when
not
is that
about
launching?
holding it in.
Listen, man, if you guys want to do a little rant, man, I'll put you on the screen. Like
This
it's all good. But let me read this. So Cubini said, honestly, Cowboy, the problem is the dev time for these games are so long. They kind of don't have a choice, but I still stand by if you own a PS4 version, you should get the PS5 version upgraded. Why would you get it for free? Yo, listen, you just said upgrade. When you say upgrade, just say the
Well,
word upgrade and imagine if upgrade means it was free to upgrade, right? Just say
well,
it.
they did complain about Forbidden West not being free at first. Then eventually,
No, I mean they
it
did.
yeah,
There
that
are
was
some
something that did
games
happen.
that
for
listen. There are some games that got
for an
upgrades, but
upgrade.
they're gonna add some stuff to this game. This game is like Lion said. Oh, let me go back to Lion's comment. So Lion said new levels, new modes, and new characters to play with. So
Oh
that
wow.
just means you're getting more content. That
All
I
that for
don't.
$10.
If it was if it was
Oh,
my
then
business,
yeah, that's not bad then.
and I'll
But
ask
you
you,
gotta buy.
let me
the-
hold on. Let me ask you, Beanie. If this was your business and you were adding what they're adding, would you want that to be free? Because that means some people you hired people that you had to pay people to actually make this new content and even the new visuals. So you know what I mean? Like I can't see it being free. Now if it was just maybe just a game itself, hey, we got the PlayStation 5 with the PlayStation 5 visuals
Enhancements. Yeah.
well, why don't you make that free? But not if you're going to add extra content.
I mean, they already did an upgrade for this game for backwards compatibility where they gave us 60 FPS. I know, like, at the end of the day, dude, if you don't want to buy this, great, cool. But now I don't want to hear the excuses. Oh, well, The Last of Us doesn't do this.
Since that thing is on the screen, I'm going to tell you right now, I am going to get the MetaQuest 3. Just so you know.
Okay.
Since it's up there,
Yeah, right.
Yeah, don't buy.
Okay, I want to say this right now. I have this idea I just thought of. I want to pitch if somehow Neil Druckmann ever hears it. Last of Us VR game. Think about that. That'd be a cool idea.
That would be pretty cool. Let me read this. My man 503. That's my dude, man. We have so much fun on Wednesdays, man. Oh man, we just laugh all night. But he said got off work late, but listening for about 5 to 10 minutes. Jers, my dude. Much respect for you keeping it real and keeping that same energy. Evening Cowboy, Cubini, save your breath. Brother, it's PlayStation. But yeah. Let me read this. Xbox gave you free upgrades for Xbox One to Series with most of all the games. Only make the content optional for $10. Oh no, yeah. I mean, that's a better. See, this is my point. That was better for you to explain it that way, right? I feel like you articulated that well. Hey, why don't they let the game be free and the extra content be $10? Because then people could say, well, I just want the upgrade for free and I'll pay for the content. See, that made more sense. But I don't like everything should be free because that don't make sense because you just don't get things free in life.
That's the Game Pass mentality, Cowboy.
Well, I didn't.
This is stupid, yeah.
But an ESRB rating from a Konami game just released today.
Okay.
and the game happens to be Felix the Cat.
My God.
Hey, don't do that, man. Oh my God, my man, F Cat, baby, Felix the Cat. Hey, F Cat, are you gonna sue them, bro? You just gonna let them get away with that, or did you do some deal
So
with
this
them?
is a re-release of the NES version. So
Okay,
it's just a remastered of the NES version and the Game Boy versions. Nothing too
okay.
specific. But this game is not coming to Xbox.
Hmm.
That's the only thing. Very strange. So the CEO of Immortals of Avium uh, spoke about some things. He said pretty much the game kind of failed or didn't reach its potential audience because of Starfield and other big games that they were launching around it. He says also expect Immortals of Avium to come to Game Pass, EA Play sooner than later. Um, right now, you can get the free trial, which I'm seeing a lot of people jump on this free trial, and they're like, "Oh, I need to buy this," because they're realizing that it's actually a pretty good game.
I listen. I'm glad I got to play it, and I got pretty far in it, and I think it was fun. Um, I would have loved it to be third person. Personally, I think it'd have been a better game. But yeah, I mean, I thought it
It,
was
it
cool.
was just it was just the Twitter bots and the YouTubers
I
that were spreading that narrative that it was a mid-generic
well, I will
shooter.
say this though. I was shocked it didn't look as good as I thought it was. Like I thought it was gonna have better graphics than it did. I will say that. I was like,
Oh, you should see it now with the update. Whew.
hmm. Let me read this real quick. My man Cubini said, also, I got to say, the Game Pass effect has nothing to do with one in my Xbox. One game to be upscaled on my new Xbox console that should be free regardless. No, I think what FCAT was saying, and I kind of agree. I think because Xbox does give a lot, right? But you got to remember, they can afford to lose the money, right? So they
Yeah.
do give out a lot for free, and that's what he's saying. It makes gamers feel like, well, because look what you said, QB. Well, Xbox does this. So think about it. Your mentality is Xbox does this. So you want other companies to do this, right? Because to be fair, like if I owned a shoe store and your shoe store had a free giving away sneakers for the weekend and customers came in, how come you're not doing that? I'm like, man, you don't get the hell out of my store. I don't have to do what the other
I
company
gotta
is
make
doing.
money. I gotta
But
keep
the
the
Yeah.
bills on. They
CEO
can afford to lose the bill. They can afford to lose a couple
And,
the
weeks.
and that's
CEO
fine. That's
of a
fine.
set
But I just
of
feel like I wish some people would actually like think of it that way. Just don't think everybody's gonna do the same
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Don't hold everybody to the same standard. Now you could just say, well, you know what? That's why I won't. That's why I'm not in that ecosystem because I prefer this one because I get more things for free, and that's very fine, right? But I feel like it's ignorant to be honest. To be like, well, they don't do that because they do that. Imagine you saying your wife don't do what your ex girlfriend did. Just think about that for a moment. Just think about it.
My wife doesn't make hash browns as good as my ex girlfriend. Honey, you need to learn how to do that.
so yeah, we're going into Xbox. So he also said the
Let's do it.
Series S is a very different beast. And if you remember, they released this 436p upscale to 4K on the Series S.
Yeah, it's. I think the sub article there says it best. It's no surprise. It's a less powerful machine. It's like
Yep, yep.
comparing a dragon to a wyvern or a salamander, whatever the hell those lesser dragons are.
So EA Dev partner says Xbox Series S is a very different beast to other consoles.
Yeah, no shock. I mean, Xbox, they were smart. They were smart. They made a less cost. What's the word I'm thinking of? Cheaper machine, and it gets in people's living rooms more.
Oh,
But
can I say this real quick?
unfortunately, they have a
Oh,
10-year streak.
real quick. So Kivini said right. So the third place guy gets to be the one that's all for the players, while the first place guy gets to be greedy, SOB, and y'all all cap for it. No, here's why I'll say this, and I'm gonna be honest with you. Don't be mad. Sony make players feel that their thing is premium because they don't give it away. It's psychology. You feel like, man, they charge for everything. And then people like, but it's good. And then Xbox is giving stuff away, and you feel like, well, like, look, I'm not.
It's the difference between going to like a food bank and going to like a premium store. Like, oh man, I felt like I bought something when I went to that premium store. But if someone's just giving the stuff out, it's like, okay,
it's
cool.
what I always talked about. I said it's called brand supremacy. At the end of the day, I know you guys are gamers, and I know we shouldn't count their pockets, and I know we should want as much as we want for free if we can, whatever. But all I'm saying is Sony is called brand supremacy. The reason why they want to hesitate with cloud being on here is because they want you to have to get a PlayStation 5. The reason why they don't want to let PlayStation games day and date go to PC because they want you to get a PlayStation 5. It's called
they're actually talking about they can pull it off. They can pull off cloud on that.
Yeah, they're saying that. Yeah, they said down the line they want to make. I watched the thing. Down the line they want to make sure it can work perfectly because they don't want to just throw it on there and then you say, well, cloud gaming doesn't work. But back to my point, the thing is if you had your own business, you have to think longevity, and you want people to feel like you have value. So you want people to feel like Grand Theft Auto. Look what Jer said. People gonna still buy it because somehow they make you feel. As much as I sit here and say Grand Theft Auto is the most basic game, everybody's buying it. I'm buying it too because you're gonna feel like you left out if you don't buy it.
It's like Call of Duty.
It's a fact, bro.
It's like Call of Duty.
No, it's a fact. It's like Call of Duty.
It's Call of Duty the same thing, but guess what? I bought it again.
Yeah, because you want to make people feel your product has value. You want to make people feel like you can't get this over there. And if you just give stuff out for free, the first thing people have is a cheap mentality, and they don't care as much. They don't like it as much. They're not like, give somebody a bike. It might get stolen. The flat tires, like, bro, what happened to the bike I gave you? Oh yeah, it's in the shed or it's outside. You didn't even put it in the shed. It's getting rained on. Because you gave it away. They don't, but if they had to work for it, they paid that extra money for it, then they're gonna care for it more, they're gonna brag on it, they're gonna talk about it.
Maybe giving free stuff made them 10 years streak unfortunate 10 years.
That's why every Christmas I tell my my parents or my grandparents, whoever wants to give me a gift, I'm like, just give me cash or something practical. Because if it's something stupid, no offense, if it's stupid like a video game or something, it's like, I could have just bought this on my own. You just could have given me the money for it.
Now, one person's opinion on Starfield I would take as Jersey because I know he's not a fanboy, and so I wanted to bring this up. Starfield's down to mixed reviews on Steam.
I got a quick thing here. Why did you just skip over that 10-year streak thing?
Yeah, I was just bringing that up.
Yeah.
You already know Xbox got a 10-year streak.
Well, okay, so it's funny enough people say that, but they don't remember Psychonauts 2 got nominated for Game of the Year, and that was under the umbrella of Xbox Game Studios.
No.
Who won Game of the Year in 2022 again?
No, I'm saying people have been saying they never get nominated, but it's like no, they did get nominated.
Let me help you out. They never get nominated because there's not an Xbox made game that got nominated. So Psychonauts 2 wasn't an exclusive to Xbox. Psychonauts 2 is also on PlayStation. Psychonauts 2 was in development before it was an Xbox
but
game.
It's still under their branding. It's still under the Xbox Game Studio.
It's after the fact. That's why it doesn't count. Where people are saying they want to see a pure Xbox game get nominated. You can't say Psychonauts 2 is a pure Xbox game because it's
just
also
sounds like a lot
that's all the Xbox.
That sounds like a bunch of
they trying to hold up stuff that was before.
No, it makes
you
could have if you have your own thing and say, well, any game that's under Xbox umbrella, then cool, right? But what people are, I'm just trying to correct you. What people are talking about when they say it's this 10-year streak, they're talking about a Xbox developed game from day one, not purchased. Like now, a Bethesda game would count. Now, all these brands will count. But what they're saying is that like Psychonauts 2 does not count because it wasn't made by Xbox.
That's sad because that's actually a well done game. Like I'm actually impressed by it. Yeah. I bought it for
Starfield got snubbed.
It didn't get snubbed. Good Lord. This game was not going to make Game of the Year this year. There's just too much competition.
Yeah, it was a lot of competition.
It wasn't
But
good enough.
I'll put, dude. If I'm being honest, I will put Hogwarts Legacy in Game of the Year before
people say Hogwarts Legacy got snubbed.
or hell, how about Hi-Fi Rush?
Look at Kibini's comment. He knows full and well Last of Us Part 2 Remastered is gonna win 2024 Game of the Year.
No, yeah, it won't. Well,
First off, I think
Resident Evil 4 is nominated this year.
Yes, but that's but here's the thing. That's a remake. They redid things.
Okay, wait, I'm gonna stop you right there. I'm gonna stop all you right there.
Count.
Hold on. Now, if they remade Bloodborne, dude, and they sold it for 70, that game will be Game of the Year. It is what it is. I guarantee you.
Let me say something too. Right. Here's what's unfair for Conveni's thoughts. Right. He said, I don't see a lot of value in a $70 remake of the game of the same game. When the other side, they're coming out with brand new IPs, constantly trying to create games and create new stories. So not to get into it, but they're also buying companies, and those companies are making new IPs. So it's not like they were making the new IPs themselves. They got a company that was already working on games that they bought. But then on the other side of it, Cubini, imagine a person who never played The Last of Us 2. So does 70 and regular games are $70 now, right? So if they never played the game, would you tell them that $70 is not worth it for them? Because that's a game they never played. So why would
here's an interesting statistic for everyone. When the Last of Us TV show was going on, the game sales were surging. They were actually starting to get back into like the top 25 games of the month. In fact, it wasn't just the first game either. It was part 2 that was going up too.
So did you know? I don't think you was in the chat at the time. Hey, FCat, you better tell them. Yo, every episode I was like, bro, how much is the game? And FCat was like, I'm gonna look it up for you. How much is the game? And finally, I was like, man. So I told my wife, like, listen, you need to buy that for me. So she bought me The Last of Us 2. I don't know if she bought it full price or went on sale. But either way, when the season ended, I was like, all right, I gotta get it. And then she
You're
bought
like, hey, I want some damn spoilers already, goddammit.
So, but yeah, it did make me it made me want to play the game. Now, the reality of it is, my wife bought me the game and I played it for maybe 10 minutes.
To be fair, it's one of those games that is like,
I wanted it again.
Let's ask Jersey. He's had a lot of time with Starfield.
Yeah,
Do you think Starfield
I think Starfield should have been
generation?
nominated. I think it could have won. You know what I mean? In its own right. I mean, it was definitely a cool game. But, you know, again, it goes back to competition, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Competition stepped up this year. That's the problem.
That's it.
Well, one Xbox game, I'm going to get on Cubini's good side right now, but one Xbox game, guys, should be in best ongoing game category right now. Because they just dropped an update. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it is finally good.
Nice.
Redfall is finally good. We need that applause sound effect. Come on.
No, we don't applause this.
I don't know what they did in this update, but this update changed everything. Like from what I remember, like I played the 60 update, that didn't change nothing. This update, whoa!
Oh, so the 60 frames update came out already?
Yeah, we already got the 60 frames update.
I didn't even know that. You know what's cool? What's the best thing came out of me playing Redfall?
What's that?
TPG. Bro, if I never made that video, you realize that TPG, if I never made that video, we'd have never met each other.
No, I realize that. And
That's
I'm thankful for Microsoft for putting out such a mediocre, boring ass game.
So it's actually $17 on sale right now. It's $17 on sale right now. And from what I played, like it was completely different game.
That's cool.
And I was like,
okay,
where did this come from?
How's the gunplay though?
Yeah,
it's still good. It's still the same.
I tried it when it first came out, bro. That was trash, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think this game is supposed to be like a Call of Duty and gunplay.
But you know what I mean? Like I played a lot of different shooters, man. They held it down. This one did not do it for me.
Like it's starting to look like the game it was supposed to be.
That's cool.
Makes sense.
Okay. I
So
should download it, give it another shot. You know.
Like I said, I didn't have a problem with it. I mean, again, TPG, let me live. All I said was my 3 hours with it. It wasn't a bad game. That's all I said. So y'all give me a break. So I mean, personally, I had I was, I played it with FCAT and I played it with who was playing it with us? I think it was Murder. But yeah, I mean, so I could see. Okay, I mean, I'm not gonna go back to it, but I could see if, let's say Jers and FCAT say, "Bro, jump on here with me," and if I had Game Pass again, I'd be like, "I'll play." I wouldn't. It's not the game. What I'm saying is not the game where I'd be like, "I'll never turn it on again." Like Jers just said, I'm like,
Yeah, I'll try it out again.
So yeah, it's not like you're like, "Oh, I'll never play this again."
I always said when it gets better for updates, and everybody tells me, "Hey, man, they fix it up. You should definitely give it a whirl." I'm like, all right, let's go. Let's try it out.
That's cool.
Good for people who like it.
TPG is like, F that.
Best ongoing game though? No, that's Cyberpunk. Clearly.
No, definitely not Cyberpunk.
Definitely not.
Talk about the most mismanaged game in a category. Like,
let's see. I'm checking the chat here real quick.
Yeah, I'm seeing going in.
So I do kind of want to ask this question: if Microsoft didn't buy Bethesda this year,
right?
You guys realize they would only have had one game this year, like Sony, or big AAA game.
Well, stop it, because Sony started the year off with my personal favorite, Forspoken. Don't forget, Forspoken is a 2023 game.
Yeah, guys, y'all ready for console war?
I thought we just.
I was trying to start the console war.
No one took half an hour. You guys were talking about
the main event.
Hold on. What you
seen? Go ahead.
What? Jared, what you said?
I said the last half an hour we're all talking about console wars. What are you talking about?
It started already.
Yeah, we seen Dark do a video on it. We've seen Purple Haze do.
That man was comparing a Rogue Ally to freaking this Portal, man. Listen, he's falling off, man.
We joked around. We joked around about this term, but I really want to dive deep.
Wait. Before you do it, hold on. Don't press the button yet.
Wait. Go to Chucky.
Before you do it, I just want to say it's 17 votes. Do you believe that Mr. Ermworld bought a PSVR 2? 35% said yes. And an astounding 65% says no. We don't believe you. Now, do I need to put Chucky up for this? Is it going to be that bad?
Yeah.
Dang. All right, guys. Let's do it.
Man the fuck up.
All right, guys. We're not here to babysit grown man feelings. So what does Xbox tax mean?
What does this mean?
So I want to go down the panel. And I want y'all to tell me, what do y'all think it means, and do you think it exists? And
I have no idea what this means.
On it.
I have no idea what this is.
First,
if you need the meaning, I will describe the meaning.
Yeah, so please describe it to me, because I want to get my thoughts on it. But yeah,
there's a bias against Xbox. Basically, bias. They get points knocked off because it's Xbox, and Starfield ain't game of the year. Go.
Okay, so let me speak first, because I know that I got the least amount to say. Honestly, I just heard the Xbox tax thing probably 2 weeks ago. And I was like, what are you guys talking about? So I get it though. They're saying people just don't like. Okay, people give Delaware credit because they have no tax, right? Because Delaware has no tax, meaning you could buy a car. People literally will go to Delaware to buy cars because they save money. So meaning tax is a bad thing. Okay, so the Xbox tax it's a negative connotation, meaning Xboxes, people are saying bad stuff about it. Oh, you know what? Game of the Year Awards, not an Xbox game was nominated. It's the Xbox tax. So I'm just trying to throw it out there as far as where I understand Xbox tax there's a bad thing. If it's Xbox, it's bad. If Sony was to do it, that wouldn't happen. But if Xbox do it, so that's Xbox tax. So I'm just gonna say this. I don't think it's a real thing, especially because the term just started a few weeks ago. I think it's some people are using it because they like Xbox and they want to kind of feel like it's kind of like when people say the man, right? That's what it's like. Oh, I can't get a good job because the man won't let me. oh, I'm never going to go anywhere in life because the man. So it's kind of like the Xbox tax. So personally, I don't think the Xbox tax is real. I just think it's some people, they unfortunately they're fans of Xbox and certain stuff don't go their way or Xbox way, and they're able to say the man or the Xbox tax is not allowing Xbox. I just want to make sure. Did you you heard what I just said?
Yeah.
TPG. So TPG.
Yeah, sorry, I was grabbing something to drink here real
Okay,
quick.
well, I'm about to be quiet, but my analogy was the Xbox tax is how people say the man won't let me get a job.
Basically, the idea is that Xbox is being kept held down by the gaming media.
Me. Yeah, so I want to explain you here. So that's how I take it. I don't think it's real. It's like when people say the man won't let me get a job. It's like, no, you probably should pull your pants up and stop walking around looking like a hoodlum, and then you won't just be getting a job at McDonald's. I'm just saying. So so I just feel that's kind of how it is with the Xbox tax. So I don't think it's real.
I think Chucky said it best. They just need a man to fuck up.
Yeah.
So I think it's real,
Okay.
but in a sense of I've predicted this before. I've said this before on this stream before. We're all on this channel before. I said that the black media negativity cloud moved from Stadia to Xbox. And that's basically what you see here. Stadia cult motherfuckers could have screamed Stadia tax back in the day. Because there was constant media negativity bias against Stadia. Now it's all on Xbox.
I just feel like that's not the case.
That's not the case.
Xbox and PlayStation was warned forever. The Xbox tax literally is a new term, but it's been 10 years since Xbox had a game that was nominated. So then shouldn't the Xbox tax go back that far?
The Xbox tax has had different names over the years. It's just this is the new form. This is the new phrase.
So like the Xbox has no games,
right?
Kind of thing.
I mean, I'll give you guys my thoughts here, just letting everyone else go.
Yeah, go ahead, TPG.
So I just think it's like it's a media bias, but it comes from something. Like when people say there's stereotype, but the stereotypes kind of end up being like, I mean, I do know some people like that. Well, it's like when you say Xbox has no games. They don't mean they don't have games. They just mean that they don't have those games where you're like, yo, you're going crazy. Now you got like Halo's was a critically acclaimed game for years, but when you look over on the other side, let's say Nintendo or Sony, they just have more. That's all. They just have like if Xbox got like 3 bangers, the other side would end up having like 5.
But if the Game Awards were around when Halo came out, like
That's
Halo
true.
won your Reach.
They actually were around, but they
Halo
were under a
won
different name.
They got awards.
They were around before around the time.
It's
They
not
were the
same
Spike.
thing.
It was the
No,
Spike
it doesn't
TV.
matter till now.
Yeah, that's the one we're talking about.
Matter.
That's the one we're talking about.
Yeah.
Like till now, like this is what matters apparently.
Okay, so can I give my
No,
thoughts
no,
on
no.
all
I
this?
get what TPG is saying. TPG is saying this same game award is that it started on.
It's the Spike TV Awards.
Yes, Spike TV Award. But we're saying that the like the Halo 1, 2, and dare I say 3, those was the golden age. Those ones, and they wouldn't have won game.
ODST would have won.
Yeah.
Reach would have won.
ODST's hit and miss with the community most of the time. Seems like Reach is more favored. I should know. I used to play a lot of Halo.
So we got to eventually get the jurors on this Xbox tax, but we got somebody coming in the building, none other than Just Name Gaming. All right, so Gaming is in the building.
Hey, Uncle Phil's here.
Let me fix it. My bad.
Uncle Phil, what's up, brother? You feeling better this time around the year?
Okay.
It's because he's got the.
Did that fix it?
Yeah, you sound fine.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yep, there you go. Yeah, you left off the QB, man.
Yeah. So hey, sorry, I've been kind of off the grid. I got hacked last couple weeks.
Damn.
So I just got my phone back yesterday. So I'm finally starting to get back together. So as far as the Xbox tax goes, I've heard all the arguments on both sides. I'll say it's two things. One, it's the media. They have a bias towards whoever is number one, and that's been PlayStation for a long time. That's one part of it. I think the other part is like when you see IGN releasing trailers for games and they're not saying it's also on Xbox. They're literally not showing the consoles that the game is on. They're leaving Xbox out of it. Like it's something with the media more than anything. I don't think it's lack of quality from Xbox. I think it's more media related as far as they support who's number one and they always will. And it doesn't matter what Xbox does, they'll never be number one in the eyes of the media.
Let me ask you
this.
That's
kind of my general thought.
Which recent Xbox game was high in quality besides Forza?
Well, Hi-Fi Rush got 5 nominations. Yeah, so and then Forza got what, 3 nominations? I think 2.
Yeah, I said not Forza. Forza's a racing game. Racing games. But what I'm saying, if you take away Forza, what Xbox game do you feel that was high in quality in 2023?
Well, but that's not my point. I mean, you're trying to have me name something so that you can.
Oh no, because I heard because you said
do that.
You said. Okay.
No, but I'm just saying in general, it doesn't matter what they do, they're never going to be number one in the eyes of the media. Hellblade could come out next year and be amazing. Could be better than God of War, and it's still going to get taxed. That's just
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that.
Absolutely.
I think the thing is, here's what I think. I think you being an Xbox fan, it's hard for you to see. It's like talking to Ellis, right? Murder. That's my dude. But you know what he said one time? He's like, "Oh, if this was PlayStation, fans would act different." I was like, "No, I think Xbox fans and PlayStation fans, like, they're just people. They're not different human beings. They're literally just fanboys, and they're gonna hate on both sides. So if Xbox had a great game, people gonna be hating like, oh, it's terrible. If PlayStation had a great game, the Xbox fans, like, it's literally the same. All I'm saying is that I said a numbers game, right? It's all about numbers, right? A couple years ago, I said all Xbox got to do is come out with 5 games, not the best games in the world, but 4 games is what I said. Literally like 2 years ago, I said all I got to do is come out with 4 games that have a buzz, right? Meaning like, oh man. So I feel like that number, like 4 buzz, like, oh man, like you can't go nowhere and people aren't talking about these games. You can't avoid that, right? Now you're gonna have your average haters, but again, I think the thing with people like you and Ellis is because you guys are so deep into that side, you hear way more of the negative. Like you like it to a certain point that you hear more of the negative. Like for instance, my friends that aren't into YouTube and all that, when I wouldn't even go and tell them, oh, did you hear about the ABK deal? They'd be like, what the hell is that? They will laugh me out the room because I'm into, like, me and TPG, and we're all into this news and stuff, right? But people like you and Murder, you guys are like so into Xbox that you hear way more than negative stuff. It kind of just comes your way, and I feel like you guys seek it out.
The example I said is like when IGN puts out a trailer for a third-party game, and they don't say Xbox in the console list on the bottom. And they've done that several times. They
that
really
could
have.
also be part of the game's deal. Maybe there's a marketing deal or something that stops that.
No, because they went back and fixed it after they did it every time. Okay. It's like, you know what? You can be third place. That's fine. You're still part of the pie. You think Ford, GM, Chrysler, all these companies, there's 1, 2, 3, but guess what? They're all successful in their own way. I mean, you can't omit third place just because they're third place. They still have a place in this industry. They still have a place in this market.
Yeah, but correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't Phil Spencer say they was third place? He said it.
Sure, but that's not the argument. They know they're in third place. That's fine.
No, but you're saying, but wait, hold up.
On all platforms, and you advertise it omitting a platform on purpose, that's a problem.
Okay, can I
that's a media problem.
Can I give my thoughts about this whole Xbox tax thing?
Go ahead.
My personal thoughts on this thing is, yes, there is a bit of a bias in the media, but that bias is part of being a human being. We all have our preference.
Correct.
We all have our certain type of games we go to for comfort. Microsoft has had a rough, I would say, last 10 years. They've done good things. Don't get me wrong. They have made, big progress. But besides Halo and Gears and Forza, what else have they made? And I mean, they have made. Not someone they bought and made. They have made. I mean, look at Hellblade 2. It's a good example. That wasn't even their IP. They bought Ninja Theory. And remember, Hellblade 1 was a PlayStation 4 exclusive. And now it's on Xbox, PC, blah, 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 blah. Fun fact, that game also started as a fundraiser. I think it was actually I'm trying to remember. Was it it's one of those things where you pay into a service or something.
Crowdfunding, right?
Crowdfunding, yeah. It was a crowdfunded game for schizophrenia awareness or something like that.
You know what's weird though? Was it because remember before Hellblade there was Heavenly Sword they made?
Yes, that was PlayStation, and that was I think it's a defunct studio now.
So do we have that argument then with any future acquisition IPs that there never were or never will be Xbox games?
They haven't had that real big eye-opening game like, holy crap, I gotta go buy an Xbox for this right now. I'm not saying they're not gonna get there. Hell, Fable could be that game.
Fable could be that game. Fable could be that game.
I think the reason why Starfield didn't get nominated for Game of the Year this year, and you guys people are going to have their opinions. I think Starfield didn't get nominated for Game of the Year because it wasn't even the best game Xbox put out this year. Hi-Fi Rush was, and that wasn't going to get nominated because look at what we have this year. We had a stacked year of games, and there's ones that still didn't even get nominated for anything. Hogwarts Legacy.
I was going to agree with you on that. That there's 6 or 7 games that didn't even get nominated.
I heard people saying they should put in like 2 more slots. I'm like, yeah, but you guys also have to realize that, remember how Jeff runs the show, there's always that live orchestra that plays the music, and they have to remember the stuff in advance and, all that stuff.
We could do like game of the quarter or something. Yeah, the amount of games came out this year. Good Lord.
But guys, some new information came out. And it looks like y'all can't be crying.
Hold on. I want to hear yours about the Xbox tax.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, you're skipping over us, dude. Come on.
Well, Jersey don't know much about it.
Yeah, but I want to hear. You just heard us talk about it for a bit. Jersey, you got something to say about the Xbox tax? What you feel?
I feel like they use the wrong terminology because I still don't get it. I thought it was actual money. But anyway, so you're saying.
I did too at first.
They don't catch a break at nominations or something like Game Awards.
It's something to do with it doesn't matter what they do; they'll never be as good as the number one guy.
Look, don't take this out of context. Nobody. Me and Cubini had a great time with Starfield. I think it's a phenomenal game. I don't care. I'll stand on it. I'll play it all day.
I haven't touched it in 30 days.
I haven't touched it since last time we played because I got in. I actually wasn't gaming for a while, and I got into Division. Been on that for a month and a half. But I will say this is that Starfield deserves its flowers, man. It's definitely a really good game. Even a base game, even without mods, it's definitely a good game. But I will say this is that I have to agree with some people, man, is that Xbox themselves need to make an IP. Well, even now, even get all the studios together, come up with something. Hell, even I don't care what it is. Just make a real phenomenal game. It's just that they need to stop buying every little thing, right? And saying like, "Hey, this is our game now." Okay, well, hey, but you didn't really make it on your own. But it is what it is. I would say the next 1 or 2 years, they can definitely have Game of the Year worthy.
Yeah.
That's not saying that freaking PlayStation deserves every damn Game of the Year, but I'm just saying, like, look at Elden Ring. Elden Ring was a multi-plat and won Game of the Year. Yep. It didn't look as great as God of War.
To be honest, next year Xbox has a bigger chance of being nominated.
I think Xbox should win in the next 1 or 2 years.
Yeah, PlayStation doesn't really have much coming out.
Let's wait for the games to come out before we say they should win.
They should. Why not?
There's no reason why they shouldn't, right?
Well, as far as we know, those games could be utter flops. They could be like corrupting your Xbox right there. So,
let's wait for the games. Hope that they're not. So.
But what is PlayStation coming out with next year? Baby steps. That's it.
Look what Dark Kermit said. I just want to make this is the point I was trying to make. Sometimes I feel about Cubini and Ellis. He said you wouldn't notice it unless you are looking for it, like other things in society. Take that for what it's worth. No, that's what my point is. Like when you're so into something, like look at when you buy a product or you want to buy a product. You watch all the bad reviews, all the good reviews. Like, you know how many times I watched videos on my monitor before I got it, and then after I bought it, I was still watching videos, right? It just is like that. So when you're so into something, you can't help it, but you're gonna find that negative stuff.
Or
Some people go right over their head.
You should see everybody on Twitter. I just went on Twitter yesterday or the day before. Out of like 2 weeks, not even going on the app itself. It was like months before I even posted something. And I was like, I seen people bashing the Portal, man. I'm like, I was against remote playing cloud and all that. You know what I mean? It wasn't for me, but I'm not gonna travel with it either. But instead of sitting at my setup all day, I can go lay on my couch in the living room and relax and play my PS5 games without moving my PS5. So I was like, you know what? I'll buy it. But anybody knocking that dude is like crazy because it actually is really good. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Well, I think it comes down to use case. I think the people probably are knocking it because they don't have a use for it. But I feel like then you just don't have a talking point, right? Because if it isn't for you, that's why I said it's called target audience. People are like, it's terrible, it's trash. Why would you get it? You're not. It's just that simple. You're not the target audience. I said it. I said it's made for the people who, one, own a PlayStation 5, and two, who already use remote play. So, Jers, you fit in the one out of the bracket. You have a PlayStation 5.
Yep.
And you might not be that into remote play, but you got a PlayStation 5. Me, I got both. Some people don't have a PlayStation 5 and they don't even like remote play or cloud. They're like, it's dumb. You would say that because you're not the target audience.
Can I say something real quick on that? That is not for Call of Duty. I'm sorry, it's not.
Yeah, that's why I've been hearing about the Portal. It's not.
It's just not. It's just not there yet, bro. I tried it. It's like I'm missing my shots where I wouldn't. I'm like, damn it. But it's all right.
Let me say one small final thing, if I could. As far as Starfield goes, the Golden Joysticks Awards are the longest running game award show. Period. And Starfield won Xbox Game of the Year at that award show. So.
Oh yeah.
Take it for what you want,
platform alone, like,
and then the PlayStation Game of the Year was a third-party game. So I mean,
let me ask you this,
it was an Xbox.
So think
period.
about it. Let me ask you this.
Award.
Let me ask you this. I think, Chibini, let me ask you this. I think Baldur's Gate is looking really good because it had like minimal bugs. Like it didn't have that much bad press. I think. Excuse me. Now, tell me if I'm wrong or not. I think Starfield would have been held up higher if it came out with 60 frames. What do you think?
No, because on the Xbox ecosystem, you want 60, you play on PC. I mean, that's
no, but I think
if you're paying $500 for a brand new console,
that game is native 4K, bro.
No, I don't want to get into that type of stuff. What I want to get into is, I think it would have. It's like when you think of a game coming out and you feel like, man, like look at the games that won Game of the Year. You feel like that game was complete. They did so much. They did this and that, or the world was giant, right? I feel like it's like when people nag. But one of the things people was nagging about in the beginning, I feel like gave it a bad perception, was the lack of 60 frames. So I feel like if it came out with 60 from the door, it would have been like nobody got something to complain. They could say, "Oh, I don't like this game." Well, it's not just for you, but this could have been like what I'm saying is the stuff that's like overall, like any gamer, you could be like any gamer could nitpick. How is it 2023 and it don't got 60 frames? So I feel like if it had that also, it could have shut up a lot more people that could have used that as a nitpick.
Let me counter that with a question on what your question was. Whose fault is that? Is that Bethesda's fault, or is that the Xbox hardware's fault for buying a third-party game and releasing a year later?
Well, ultimately, it's Bethesda because they made the game, regardless. Because they was going to make the game, no matter if they was on Xbox,
same with Redfall, right?
PlayStation, the game was going to not have 30 frames. So it's their fault.
Yeah.
Well, same with Redfall. Redfall was Bethesda published, Bethesda made. So, okay.
And now, hold on. And now that comes back. You ready? That comes back to my point to TPG when he was trying to say Psychonauts 2. That's why Psychonauts 2 don't count because it was already in the works before
Yeah,
Xbox.
but Xbox put a ton of money into that game and made it a lot better than what it was.
Before Xbox.
They put
Just
a
like
lot.
Starfield.
They put a lot of last minute money in it.
No, because if you hold on, wait. If you don't want to say it's Xbox fault because Starfield and Redfall wasn't 60, then you can't give Xbox that credit for Psychonauts also. Like that wouldn't make sense, because if you should consider Psychonauts was an Xbox game, then you might as well say, well, it's Xbox fault that's
what it said.
Have 60.
That's what I said. If Diablo 4 wins an award at this game show, the Xbox dudes are gonna be like, look, that's our game.
That's not their game though, because it wasn't made by Xbox.
Hang on, if Xbox, let me say one last thing, please.
Community, I will say this. I am under the thought that going forward, right? Bethesda is working on the game right now. The game come out next year, 2 years, whatever. That's an Xbox game. Now going forward, because they already bought them. But when they bought something and it was already being worked on beforehand, I can understand somebody who, I don't really care, but I can understand if somebody say, well, technically it was an Xbox game. That makes sense. But if 2 years from now, a game come out and Xbox already acquired them or like years ago, that's an Xbox game. You like it or not, you just got to deal with it, you know?
I mean, I guess I equated to if Xbox were to buy a developer and bring their games over, and then they go back and spend a year putting money into it, making the game better, making new levels, making new bosses. To me, that's an Xbox game because they went back and put the time into it to improve on the game. Because instead of just releasing it and saying, "Hey, it's ours," you know.
Yeah, but listen, if I had let me paint the scenario. Let's say you had a bakery. And your bakery you was already working on your bakery. You painted the building, and I came along and said, "Dude, I'll give you a lot of money if you let me buy your bakery. You're still gonna make the cakes and everything, but I'm gonna put it in a better building. I'm gonna give you more advertising. More people are gonna buy your stuff. I'm gonna add a team that's gonna help you bake, and it's your recipe and everything. And your cakes get popular. Everybody's buying them. And then somebody say like, oh man, that place you work at, they make good cakes. You're like, mother effer, I made the cakes. What do you mean you made the cakes? You just worked there. No. This is my formula. But it's in the big building. Yeah. But these are like my cakes. They just, they funded so I could make more.
But I haven't seen any devs complain that Xbox improved their game.
No, they don't have to complain. We're just saying we're just talking in general as human beings. That's all.
Yeah, I'm just saying whatever game they buy, Sony buys, Nintendo buys, doesn't matter. You need to invest money into those games.
The media is biased because we're human. We all have our preference.
Correct.
Sure.
So
now, I want to point this out real quick. Phil Spencer apparently is actually on the boards of the Game Awards. So if anything, you think he would be pro Xbox, right?
Right.
And he was last year. Yeah, he's been on the board for
right.
Phil's kumbaya, you know he is. Come on.
Yeah, Phil Spencer. Kumbaya, Spencer.
To me, with this new information, they shouldn't be crying Xbox hack because it looks like Xbox may overtake Sony in terms of games revenue for the first time.
I mean, I can see that. They got so many studios. Those games are going to make money. And when it's numbers, right? If you had, again, we'll use, earlier connotation, right? If you said before, Xbox had like 4 games and maybe Sony has 7, but then in the future, Xbox, because they got a bunch of studios, got like 12. Well, it just makes sense. They're going to make more revenue, right? It's just a numbers game. That's not rocket science.
Yeah, plus they have the Call of Duty money.
Exactly.
All this proves is that Game Pass is not as big of a deal as you guys say it is. It's less than 15% of Xbox users. It's really
okay. Well,
this is just accumulating. This is accumulating Activision Blizzard.
Sure. The amount of games that Starfield sold when it was on Game Pass is proof in the pudding right there. Game Pass is a small piece of the pie,
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, it just makes sense. I think they're going in the right direction. If I was them, I would have bought I would have bought Blizzard Activision King myself. It's a power move. It makes sense. They bought games that make a lot of money. You're not in business to not make money. And Xbox give away a lot of stuff. They could afford to, but guess what? This is going to bring in that extra money.
It's going to come with a caveat later.
So when they do give out a lot of stuff, they won't feel it as much, So when the shareholders say, well, how much money is the Xbox division bringing in from Microsoft? They could be like, oh, we got Call of Duty, and that brings us so much money. And it's like, oh, cool.
That caveat is a joke, by the way. That's fanboy nonsense. That caveat that you're
No,
talking
I'm saying
about.
like you get all this free stuff, but there's gotta be a reason why it's free right now. You never know if there's gonna sneak up on something.
What? Oh, I don't know about all that, but I just know that Microsoft has a lot of money. So
Microsoft. Well, here's the weird thing. If you look at this, it's game revenue. Okay, so does that count like all the microtransaction sales and everything? Because I'm pretty sure that's what would count as game revenue.
I mean, Sea of Thieves is full of microtransactions, theoretically.
Why wouldn't
people
it? Why
spend
would
billions.
that's the only
People
think about
spend
it. That's the
billions
only
on Call of Duty mobile transactions.
Well, it's like they bought again. Going back to what I've said before, they buy success. They got the money. They can flex it. They don't care. They don't want to.
I think again. I said this in the beginning. I said Sony should just shut the hell up because if they want to, why don't they put out $69 billion? Well, if you're not going to put out the money, then
because they ain't got that much.
They don't have it.
But I'll say this though.
They don't have enough to buy Take-Two.
No. But Cowboy, I was going to say,
Go.
as far as microtransactions, you know the Rocket League? You played that?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, I just bought the $25 Lightning McQueen car pack on that thing.
That's cool, man.
So I buy all the licensed cars that come in. So I put like $400.
Yeah, what I want to say about microtransactions is I don't have a problem with microtransaction, and I think microtransactions do count when you talk about revenue because that. Let's be honest, that's the only reason why Sony want to make live service games.
Yeah.
Is because it
keeps the lights on.
Correct. So
when the Last of Us Factions gets announced, which I got a sneaky suspicion it's gonna be sooner rather than later. Don't be surprised.
Coming, huh?
I still think it's coming. I've actually heard
what game?
The Last of Us Factions, the multiplayer game. The game director has actually said he's still working on it. But do not be surprised if that game's a free-to-play live service game.
Folks.
Me personally, I'm okay with that because I'm like, I like The Last of Us multiplayer. Although hopefully this isn't a battle royale.
You know what's funny? Before I played Destiny, that's all I used to play. I played that game so much. It went into the weeks.
The multiplayer mode in The Last of Us? Yeah.
Yeah, bro. That's all I played. And so then I got into Destiny.
Now you try playing, you're gonna just get stomped no matter what.
You'd better hope Factions avoids GTA 6 because if they're anywhere near each other, Factions is.
They're not trying to compete. Here's why I can see this: they're not trying to compete to be the next Grand Theft Auto. They're just trying to keep the lights.
Well, no, but any game is gonna get buried by GTA 6.
I was gonna say that. Nobody better come out near.
You better be 3 months away from GTA. 3 months.
Whole week, just avoid releasing games. Period.
That whole month.
Yeah.
Shoot. So, any of y'all gonna be trying out or looking forward to Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora? The next.
No, you know me. I'll game fight.
I have Ubisoft Plus, so I'll try it.
Yeah,
Cowboy, don't you have like
I plan
20
on
other
getting
games
the
on that
Ubisoft
list?
Plus to try it out, but if it's not good, I'm gonna be like, no.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, Cowboy, so don't you already have like 20 other games on the damn list already?
Yeah, I'm gonna get to it down the road, but I'm enjoying it. Let me so I got something I want to talk about real quick. I want to ask you guys, have you ever let's talk about some gaming now. Let's talk about some gaming. Have you guys ever did something stupid like I did? So I've been playing Armored Core for 2 weeks now, and I'm more than halfway through the game. And I had mind you, the game is a tough game, right? It's a lot of precision, strategies, and I'm pretty far in the game. And I just watched the video. I'm like, okay, I want to know about builds. So I watch a video, and the video is like, oh, you gotta go OS, go to OS tuning, and you could upgrade this so you get more health and you do more damage. And when you die, you come back to life. And I'm like, wait, what is that? And I thought when I clicked in it and scrolled, I was like, oh, that must got something to do with the online mode, because online mode you don't unlock till later on. So I just checked out. So all this time, more than halfway through the game, I've been playing and beating it raw. I've been playing and beating all the enemies. I've been playing and beating all the stages. And they got a thing where you play against like I don't want to call it bosses, but like you go against it'd be like 1v1. So I'm up to the 20th 1v1, and I did all that without ever enhancing my my mech. So I say that to say this. I mean, that's pretty impressive. Once I found out, like, damn, I did all of that, and because I could have had stuff where I got shot and died and come back to life. I could have had stuff where the damage I do would be 12% more, and I got 20 points to use and put wherever. Where people playing this game would have used those points incrementally throughout the game, so they would have got stronger as the game played. So I'm like, but I say that to say this. I'm going to do what I did in Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat Invasions, I was never putting any of my points on because, again, similar thing happened. I didn't realize I wasn't putting my points on. I thought when my wife was using her character, Katana, and she was getting upgrades, I thought it was doing the same for Scorpion, but it wasn't. So halfway through that, I realized, oh, so I put all my points on damage, and I was just killing enemies with one hit. So I'm going to put all my points, I'm going to max out damage, and I'm just going to be like a beast. So do you guys ever did that? Have you played a game and literally just was not paying attention, whether you wasn't reading, whether you just wasn't paying attention, and you played most of the game and realized, wow, I've been doing this real hard.
You could have made it easier on yourself?
Yeah, I could have made it easier on myself. Has that happened to you guys?
No.
Easy one. Easy one. I finished Mario Wonder and didn't realize when you start the level, you can pick all the special abilities and options to make your character stronger. I beat the whole game without even knowing I could use all that shit.
So that's the same thing.
It would have been so much easier if I'd have known I could have collected those things and
oh man. So
did you begin each level?
Did you try to go back and play it with all the stuff now or no?
No, I think my kid restarted it again. But
okay, gotcha.
He's the one that showed me that stuff. I'm like, whoa, I didn't know that shit was there. I'm serious.
Yeah.
Trying to play that
If I never watched the video, I would have had no clue.
Exactly. I swear it's these young kids, man. They know how to read.
He's 7 and he's running a galleon and Sea of Thieves by himself. It's insane.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Hold on. Update, Mr. Urban World. So update, Mr. Urban World. The poll is still there. Do you believe Mr. Urban World bought a PSVR 2? Out of 19 votes, 37% said yes, and an astounding 63% says no. So yes, Mr. Urban World, the poll is still there. What's up?
He needs to be pulling up a PlayStation VR in the Discord. Be like, hey guys, here it is. Because until I see it, I don't believe you.
I agree with you. I don't believe him. But yeah, I just wanted to ask you guys that question. I'm just laughing at myself that I've been playing.
Well, it also funny.
It could have been like a regular game, right? Like Mortal Kombat, a fighting game. But I'm playing Armor Core, which is one of the harder games this year. Like people complain, oh, how hard it is. And I can't believe how far I got. And some bosses took me over an hour. And I'm just like, kind of figure out the strategy. And I found out like, oh, wait, I could have beat them way easier. And I was doing this like unleaded. So it's kind of funny, but wow.
Well, like I remember just when I was playing through The Last of Us Part 2 recently, funny enough, I forgot there's actually like skills and stuff. I'm like, wait, I forgot this existed.
There you go. Yeah, it's the
good thing I started playing again. I would have made my next playthrough a little harder.
It's like driving my truck down the mountain, realizing I could have used my engine brake and I didn't.
Yeah, there you go.
You're hitting the gas, but you're meant to hit the brake. Oh shit!
No, I'm hitting the brakes and smoking my brakes, so I could have just run the Jake brake all the way down the damn mountain.
Yeah, Meanie, that's like you driving a truck and you forgot to put in 4-wheel drive.
Man, I'm trying to go up this mountain. Why the hell won't it go up? Oh yeah, right? Turn it on.
Yeah. Oh man.
Oh Christ, man.
Well, look, guys, I think this was a good episode, man. I don't want to drag it out. We got to all of FCAT stuff.
But you didn't talk about Wolverine though. And that's in your title.
What can we say? The mysterious Wolverine that will come out one day. They said maybe
18 months or something. Yeah.
Yeah, it's supposed to be next year. So
2025.
So Sony's gonna be dry next year.
Yeah, it ain't gonna be next year.
Unless we count remasters and Helldivers 2, then maybe we're okay.
You know what? I think it's fair though. You got to hold them to the same standard. Like, so if next year they don't have any games, we got to give them that same fire. You know?
Yeah, I mean, Xbox didn't have shit 2 years ago, and everybody was on their shit. So yeah, make sure it's the same energy. Exactly.
Hell yeah.
But to be fair, there are PC ports coming out. So I know those don't really count.
Oh, my PC is ready, sir.
For sure. Is your PC ready for The Last of Us Part 2?
Well, I'm just saying
it runs Last of Us Part 1. Okay,
we can use this platform to give them hell. But hold on, real quick. This might be. I'm waiting on the port.
That sounds like the what was that friggin' song? Give you hell.
Look at it this way: if Hellblade and Avowed and what's that other one? Clockwork. Let's say that one comes out next year too. I'm trying to think next year. If they can have 3 or 4 games next year on their side, and maybe 2 of them are
I think
amazing
Avowed,
and 2 of them are average, that'd be great.
I think Avowed right now is a little too early to be guessing when it's coming out because I also heard that what's that
next year.
What was that other game that was being worked on? I think it's made
the
by
Clockwork
Rare.
one.
No, the one that's being made by Rare. God damn it, skipping my mind too. Right?
I forget the name of it, but they restarted that game. I guess.
Yeah, they had to. And like Perfect Dark, dude, we're not probably gonna see that for a while.
That's
we're
2
not.
years.
We're definitely not gonna see Save Decay anytime soon.
No, that's a ways off. Yep.
It's so weird because like we're getting a Fable game before we even get like hints of the next Gears of War, which is crazy.
Listen, the Xbox boys on YouTube are saying Gears is dropping a trailer at the Game Awards, so we'll see.
Okay, here's what I think. If you're getting a trailer, I think it's going to be a Marcus Phoenix collection.
No, it'll be the Baldur's Gate 3 Xbox.
Well, yeah, but then they already confirmed the release date for that by saying the physical comes out the same day.
Yeah. And nobody gives. Hey, listen. Nobody cares about BG3. The Sony guys didn't buy it. Xbox guys aren't going to buy it either.
What'd you say about Baldur's Gate? How I don't care about it?
Sony fans don't care about that game.
Hey, there's a 2-hour trial of BG3 on PlayStation right now.
It was number 20 the first month it came out on PlayStation. Nobody bought that.
You'll have to pay me to make me play Baldur's Gate 3.
Okay, so Cowboy, are you a PlayStation Plus Premium member?
I am.
You could play Baldur's Gate 3 right now for free.
No.
Free trial.
I bought Baldur's Gate 3 for regular price because it was out on Stadia 2 years ago.
I didn't.
Yeah.
No, play it on a damn PlayStation, goddammit.
Listen, when that game wins Game of the Year, it'll be great to see a PC game win. Finally, that'd be great.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Fuck all y'all console peasants.
Because
PC for the win.
Cowboy, the PlayStation fans didn't buy that game, and the Xbox guys won't either. So
no, wait. Technically, a Stadia game would have won Game of the Year.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
It's not
It's
going
gonna be on Game Pass. It's gonna be on Game Pass.
We're gonna be jumping around.
Ain't nobody gonna play it on Game Pass either. Shit.
Is that a PlayStation guy never even talks in Discord? He doesn't have to talk in Discord. Damn it.
Me? I talk on Discord every once in a while. You guys just don't respond.
Well, half of us are all blocked by each other, so Discord's kind of dead.
I don't block anyone unless you give me a reason to block
anyone either.
Who blocks on Discord?
Who do you think blocks on Discord?
He said, Cowboy, you prove. He said, Cowboy proves you can break a game and skill doesn't mean a lot. You know what's funny? No, I don't think that. I think it's the opposite. So it took skill for me to actually do that, right? Like I had to like when I'm fighting the bosses I was fighting, I'm like, dude, how can I beat this thing? And I had to come up with a strategy, like split second timing, So
Cowboy, I forgot of one last second topic I wanted to ask you.
What's up?
NPDs for October. Spider-Man 1 NPD for October. Mario Wonder was second, but only by 1 million units difference, I think they said.
Mm-hmm.
But Mario Wonder did not report digital sales for that game. So did Spider-Man win or did Mario win?
I mean, you just have to take it at face value.
Yeah,
because
accounted for
Spider-Man 1. Because what if digital sales was like not that much? I don't know.
What if it was another 5 million?
But guess what? If they reported it, and listen, I think if it was that big, they would have reported it, right?
I don't think they ever have, though. I'm not sure on that one.
Hey, listen.
Nintendo's weird.
Well, so did they report the digital sales for Spider-Man?
Did they report absolutely everything, including the bundled sales for
Spider-Man? I'm guessing this is mostly just physical single copy, not bundles.
No. Spider-Man reported everything, including the bundles.
Oh.
Yeah, absolutely everything. Everything under the sun they reported. They had to.
No one's fact checking. But no one's fact checking. But all we know is if they said they beat them, which is shocking. I don't know one person that said they thought.
I said Mario was gonna beat Spider-Man.
Actually, the number
That's the
one
thing.
game, you're forgetting this comedian. The number one
Yeah.
game on both platforms was Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2.
Oh God. Modern Warfare, Warfare 3.
Hey, listen, if there's one game to buy, I guess that was the game to buy if you want to make some money.
Yeah, man, listen.
Now, Modern Warfare 2 can be like mixed up with the Warzone thing also.
Well, you say all you want, but people love their Call of Duty, man.
Yeah, they do.
Well, I'll be the first one to tell you right now. If they announced a Black Ops remaster, I'm like, I'm buying it. I don't care. I'll buy an Xbox just to play it.
That was Black Ops 4 was the last Call of Duty I actually bought.
Well, I was saying Black Ops 1.
I figures I get him in here to counter me. Hey,
Yeah,
Ruin,
I
what's
bought
up?
Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 4.
I never played 3 or 4. I heard they were pretty good for the most part.
Well, 4 was when they brought out Warzone. Or
Really?
what it was called back then. It was just
Modern Warfare Reboot is when Warzone came out.
Yeah. Wasn't it the one made by Infinity Ward?
Their Battle Royale came out. With
Yeah,
Black
first
Ops.
there was Blackout and Black Ops 4.
Yeah, Blackout was
everybody
their
wants to
Battle
come
Royale
back.
mode. Then
Yep.
Warzone. Then I know where we are.
That was the better one. And everybody.
I bought it because I was super into Battle Royales at the time.
I'm telling you, Treyarch is their better developer, but of course, no one wants to listen to me.
You know what you gotta do, Cowboy? You gotta get on Farming Simulator with me, bro.
Farming Simulator? I don't know.
22, yes, sir.
It's
cross-platform.
We gotta get Cowboy. We gotta get Cowboy playing the true game of the year, Power Wash Simulator.
But no, what I want to play with you guys though is whoever got PlayStation Plus. Oh damn, bro! I still didn't play Teardown. Okay, I'm doing that today. I am gonna end the stream and I will be doing a first impression.
It's just Minecraft.
I want to play that.
It's Minecraft, but with destruction.
But what I want to say though, I would like to play that Aliens game with you guys, man. You know,
you don't want to play that.
Why not? I'm gonna get my wife to play with me, man.
That's trash game.
Medal of Honor was far the better war game than Call of Duty. James Holtz said.
Listen, best selling doesn't mean the best. We all know this. So come on now.
No, that's true. That's true. But again,
that's like saying the Mario movie's better than the Last of Us TV show just because it was more popular.
I would say 90% of the best selling things in this world are not the best in their category.
I agree.
The reason why they're best selling is the interesting thing because everything has a different reason.
No, you know why? It's because popularity. I said this.
Brand loyalty.
Before I was even knew you guys, I always said to my friends, video games is nothing but a popularity contest. That's what it comes down to. It's who's reason why I felt PlayStation was going to stay on top this generation because they was on top last one. Like it wouldn't make if it's a numbers game, right? If it was a 70 people that was had a PlayStation and 30 had an Xbox, and all of a sudden a new PlayStation and new Xbox came out, what would make you think the landslide would change? It mathematically makes no sense because that was popular and those people are going to go for what they already had and what they wanted. Now, sure, you're going to get some people that's going to drop off. Sure, you're going to get some people that's going to get both, but the number was too high to just sway. It did, like people who just thought like Xbox is going to kill this generation. It's like, no, it's just numbers. I don't have to even ever play Xbox or PlayStation. It's just numbers. Like it doesn't like that's not how things work. It just
or you could just be this. You could just be a gamer and just play wherever the hell you want.
I mean, Cowboy.
You can be a gamer and play wherever the hell you want.
I mean, do you remember the interview Phil did? He said that. He said most of the generation were on PS4 and they just went to PS5 regardless.
That was the most honest thing I ever heard, and people don't want to hear it. But it's just enough. It makes sense. It just makes sense. Like
it's kind of like Android phones or iPhones. You're not going to just up and switch. You've been in that ecosystem forever.
Correct.
Right.
I agree with that, Phil. I agree with that Phil Spencer quote. There is no scenario that someone's going to drop their PlayStation just to buy Starfield. They're going to keep their PlayStation and play Starfield.
All right. They'll keep their PlayStation and buy an Xbox.
Can you hear me?
Right.
So what game's going to win Player's Choice Award?
What are the nominees?
We don't know yet. Just take a guess.
Wait, the Player's
I'll say.
So that's the one where the gamers vote.
Do you remember who won it last year? Because I do.
Who won it last year?
Halo Infinite.
Really?
Or was it the year before? Whatever the year Halo came out, they
didn't
won
Halo
it that year.
Infinite come out like right before the Game Awards?
Yeah, so
it came out in December.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
So
it won
that's kind
Player's
of the
Choice
problem
that
I
year,
have
yeah.
with people voting. Like, don't get me wrong, people vote great, cool, but when it's the newest, hottest thing, of course that's still going to be the one people navigate to because, like, oh, that's the new thing we're playing right
but
now.
you know what though? So the Game Awards, the Jeff Keighley one, whatever I want to call it, they have a cutoff. So I was even talking, and so what Rose was saying, he was like, "Oh, how is that game not?" I'm trying. Oh, he's talking about Call of Duty. I don't see how Call of Duty came out too late. Came out too late.
I think honestly, I think Baldur's Gate 3 still runs away with the People's Choice Award.
Oh, okay. I think Zelda.
Because that
Zelda
game got the
Wasn't
most
the People's Choice Award
talked
the one
about
that
everything.
wasn't the People's Choice Award the one that the Ghost of Tsushima won when The Last of Us won that year? If I remember correctly.
You know, a lot of awards. Like, remember the one award in Europe, Returnal won Game of the Year. So you never know.
Okay,
man.
my bad. Genshin Impact won Player's Choice last year.
Okay.
The year before was Halo Infinite.
Okay.
The freaking
What's up, Jack
anime.
27?
Yeah, the anime game. Yeah.
The anime fucking harem simulator.
That game, if you see that game on mobile, you'll be like, "How is this on a phone?" That game looks great.
Do you think Starfield will come up in the Player's Choice Award?
It's hard to say. It depends on what the list is, honestly.
Yeah.
If it's kind of a weak list, then yeah, probably.
Listen, I think Starfield was loved though, man. I think Starfield.
Starfield's loved, but like in the same sense that like Fallout 4 is loved. A lot of the hardcore fans don't really seem to like it very much, but a lot of the casual fans seem to like it.
The Bethesda people are the Bethesda people, and then people just trying something new, or
yeah.
Like I said, I haven't played it in 30 days, probably more. So.
Well,
that's me.
Okay, but
so.
That tells me something about Starfield because it's not calling to you like other games are.
Well, I put 140 hours into it, sir.
But to be fair, right? Call of Duty still. I mean, Starfield at the end of the day isn't a live service, right? It isn't your stereotypical live service. It was made with a plethora of content and things could change in the world, but it's not like a Destiny where a bunch of things are going to change, right? Oh, they're going to add new stuff for you to chase. So Starfield, you could be like, okay, I played a lot and another game came out. Hey, let me go to another game because Starfield, I could just pick up where I left off. Whereas Destiny, when you're a Destiny player and you stop playing Destiny, you come back a month later, you're like, bro, I'm behind. You Destiny make you want to keep playing because you will feel left behind once you stop playing.
And that's the thing is I put my 140 hours in and played with some mods, and I moved on for now.
Coolest mods I've seen, by the way.
Yeah, dude, that was cool. Yes, it was very cool.
Oh, I think you got a super chat.
If there was a best mod award, Starfield would win hands down.
So I want to thank my man Jack 27. He dropped the 5 spot and he said peer character doing a classic mic drop. What does that mean?
Pipe bomb.
Fair enough. I love it.
Take the money and roll, bro. Take the money and roll.
Take the money and roll. Hey man, I gotta pay for these $12 fatalities that people tell me that I shouldn't be buying.
And you gotta pay for those $10 upgrades.
And the $10 upgrades. Yeah.
Do you think Starfield's gonna get best RPG though?
No.
I don't think that should.
By the way, I want to make a correction here. So I've been playing Jedi Survivor because I got it on Black Friday sale. I'm actually gonna take that as my best, my vote for best action adventure game because, God, that game is so good. If you want a game that's like God of War Ragnarok, but without being God of War Ragnarok, there you go.
Do you think Hi-Fi Rush is?
Oh, hold on. It was a sticker, and that's what the sticker.
It was a sticker.
The stick. If you look on YouTube, the sticker disappear, and he dropped the mic.
Yeah. Do y'all think Hi-Fi Rush is gonna win anything?
It'll probably win best action game or best art direction.
Best music game.
Yeah. It'll win at least one. I think probably. Art style or audio.
If Xbox wins a single award, that means the Xbox tax is dead.
Well, Forza should win racing games, so
let's just make this clear.
No, it has to be for game of the year. That's
Well, let's
what
just
it
make this clear.
there's more than one category, sir. Come on.
Well, hold on. Let's just make this clear. Game Awards do not define us as gamers, and they don't define the games. It's just entertainment. I always said that. I like to follow it as if I was watching an award show. It's just something fun. It's interesting. It's like, oh, you're on the edge of your seat, and then you're like, oh, the game I won didn't win or did win. But it doesn't make us as gamers, and it doesn't make the games any less or any better.
I watch it for the announcement trailer.
I mean, it's a bunch of critics talking about what games they like. Why should we even care? Honestly?
Oh, let's all pat ourselves on the back. Pat ourselves on the back.
What TPG said, watching it for the trailers, like world, it's nothing like world.
That's the weirdest thing to say out loud, right? I'm excited for the advertisements.
Yeah, man.
Hey, I mean, y'all remember when the X dropped, and then they had Hellblade right after that? That was a big fucking deal.
Yeah.
It's like, what is that box in the water? What is that? And then, oh shit, Hellblade?
Dude, listen, it's no better words than world premiere. You're like, oh, what is it?
Xbox world premiere.
I love it, man.
I think we're going to see gameplay of Hellblade and possibly a release date. I think Hellblade's going to be early next year, between like January and
I
April.
want to see something from Sony, goddammit. Sony, end this year with something. I'm convinced at this point that The Last of Us Part 2 remaster was supposed to be announced at the Game Awards, but because it got leaked out, they're like, fuck it, just drop it now.
Well, yeah.
They're going to do what Phil did. He sat there last year and said, nah, whatever.
All PlayStation's got coming out that we know of is what? Foam
Helldivers 2.
Helldivers 2. What else?
I saw a list. It was like
Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth.
Baby steps.
Man, you're never gonna let them baby steps go away, aren't you?
Hey, FCAT. Holt said, FCAT, why can we hear your pause if the mic drop? And Jack 27, it's all right, man. I appreciate it. Either way, man.
It's because he's I think he's flipping a switch to turn the mic on to talk.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he does.
They said Wolverine's coming 2025.
Yeah, 2025. I agree. I'll put money on that.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Holt's mic was cool. Holt, you would see him tap his mic. He would tap
it.
Yeah, it was mute. When he wasn't speaking.
He got that fancy shit.
Then you watch him type it. Yeah, tap it. Yeah, I mean, listen, I can't wait for the Game Awards. I don't know what you guys be doing. I will be here like last year watching it, and then it'll probably cut my stream off.
I'm probably gonna watch it with my friends, so then I'll do a video about it later.
Nice. Yeah, I'll do it live again, and but yeah, I can't wait. What is it? December 7th?
I think it is. And by the way, the reason why bring up The Last of Us one last time. The reason why I'm most excited about this is because it's 5 days after my fucking birthday.
That's cool, man.
And dude, every fucking year, it's like there's something Last of Us related around my birthday. I'm like,
what date is your birthday?
January 14th.
All right, January 14th. Cool.
Hell yeah.
We need to do a virtual birthday party, man.
Immortals of Avium came out like before my birthday, right? Like right before.
That was cool. Yeah.
Nice.
That was cool.
You ever have those weird quizzes in your life? Like, I swear to God, this was planned somewhere.
Holt said, I'm happy taking that Last of Us 2 upgrade. And then James Holt said, finished Mortal Kombat 1, getting through Spider-Man 2, and God of War Ragnarok. So, with Game of the Year, it's either them, Last of Us 2, loved MK1. That's cool, man. You know what's cool is when you have a bunch of games that you're just going through. That's why I go to a game at a time. Because I don't want to have so many games at the same time. So I try to beat one and then jump to the next one and just,
Oh, tomorrow, Cowboy, I have something for you since you like revenue and business and all that stuff. Pokimane came out with cookies and everybody's complaining that it's $20.
You can't afford $5 for cookies?
Here's what I would say to that is, if you let's say you walk in the mall, right, and there's a Pokemon stand, right, and you walk in the
not
mall,
Pokemon, Pokimane.
Okay, streamer. I don't know what the hell that is, but let's say you walk in and Pokimane, right? There, let's just for instance, right, you walk in the mall and there's a long line of people standing there, and that's what they're buying is $20.
No.
Do you get mad and tell them to get out of line because it costs too much, or do you look at them like, I'll never pay that much, and they're happily giving their money? Like, that's how I feel about stuff. Like, whoever wants to spend that. Here, let me switch it like this. Imagine you see how they got on me about the $12, right? The $12 fatality. Would you tell Elon Musk he's dumb for spending $12 on a fatality? You'd be like, my man's so rich. Well, you got to think of it in another perspective. I heard, and this was silly, and I'm gonna laugh at him because the dude ideal was like, he was like, I'd rather invest my $12 in something else. What are you investing $12 in? $12?
A Big Mac? Come on, bro.
Like, what are you really gonna do? So at the end of the day, like, you said, Big Mac. Like, I'm probably gonna go to McDonald's when the stream is probably end or something,
right?
You know, and that's gonna be like, if not close to $30 for me and my wife, right? So it's like, do people want to pay $20 for something? Maybe they got a lot of money. Maybe $20 don't hurt their pockets. I don't know. Maybe they have $20. I don't know. But what? So what?
Real quick, did you guys see the Boogie 2988 documentary?
Yes.
No.
Quick thoughts, 5 seconds. TPG.
My quick thoughts. That guy does not know how to manage his money, and he's living way outside his fucking means. The man, what did he spend did he spend like 20 grand on hookers?
200 grand, sir. 200 grand.
Damn.
Yo, that man been one hell of a BJ, man.
Well, no, he did the full deal, but he took them to like Disney World and was walking around buying them purses and shit.
Wasn't he like paying for like a one girl's autistic kid to go to school or something?
Yep, yeah, he was paying for a kid's school. And the very
I'm in the wrong profession.
The very last escort he had, she quit because of her experience.
Look, I don't want this to go over
you're good.
2.5 hours. So
but check it out, Cowboy. Boogie 2988's documentary.
And hold up. And then Jack 27 said the Yasti Sniper Wolf drama.
No. I don't pay attention to stupid people.
No, that reminded me of the Pokemon thing with the cookies.
How about that Willy Wonka chocolate Xbox? I love that shit.
Oh,
so cool.
Xbox you can eat.
That's called marketing, baby.
So what kind of live action Zelda movie do y'all want to see?
Oh, did you guys hear about Machine Gun Kelly was trying to get onto that? He wants to play Link. Machine Gun Kelly.
Only Tom Holland can play Link.
Exactly.
Yeah, but
only Tom Holland can play Link.
Cowboy, what's that movie? Wile E. Coyote and Roadrunner is coming back now. And,
is it?
John Cena and what's his name is in it. Yep.
Yeah, I heard that they wasn't going to happen. But,
WB canceled it, and then the backlash was so bad, now they're going to sell it to another studio to finish it.
Hell yeah.
So, hell yeah. Roadrunner, Wile E. Coyote, live action. Oh.
Beep, beep.
Right. Yeah,
John
look,
Cena.
you know what, though? It's not going to have that appeal because it's going to be like spy versus spy. Like, you know what I mean? It's just going to be like John Cena versus somebody. But you're not going to feel like it's...
Oh, I can see the coyote going, you can't see me. Well, I can't see you.
I mean, if they're going to be live action, meaning just...
That's animated from what I know.
It's going to be... It's live action, but it's going to be like Sonic, where there's an animated character.
Yeah, then that's going to be cool. Because then it's going to make sense. You know?
John Cena and Will Forte are Coyote and the Roadrunner.
Excellent.
Well, all right, guys, let me get out of here. I'm gonna get something to eat, and then I do want to play Tear Down. I remember watching Cubini play it, and I've been dying to play it all these months, and I just want to blow up some stuff. And so then I'm probably gonna sit in bed with the PlayStation Portal that people hate and play Armored Core while I'm watching wrestling with my wife tonight. So yeah. Let's get gaming.
You guys have a good night. I am gonna go make some food myself and maybe poop it out later.
All right, y'all be safe. Have a great holiday, brother.
Yeah, and Kibini, thanks for coming on, man. I love you. I love you. I was about to say I love you, man. I was getting sentimental, but I love when you come on, brother. So it was cool to have you, man.
I've been a little preoccupied with life. I'll try to get back into the crazy console wars. I promise.
Not a problem, brother. We could just talk gaming, man.
All right,
all right, guys. All right, I am going FCAT. Right. As usual, brother. I'll talk to you in the Discord. All right, guys. Well, that was another epic episode of Gaming Podcast Mondays. every Monday, 5:30 p.m. Eastern. You can catch me and a bunch of guys just talking about gaming, everything from good to bad, the console war, the game of the year, to whatever situations in gaming. Let's just talk gaming. And then tomorrow, I'm going to hit you guys with some more reality talk show Tuesday. That's when we're going to talk about reality, meaning it could be aliens or car bombs or dating, relationship, whatever you want to talk about. It will be tomorrow. It'll be non-gaming, but it will be reality stuff. Wednesdays is We Wrestle Wednesdays, and we'll be playing, me and the guys will be back for another long night of playing WWE 2K 2023, seeing who could get the titles. And then Thursday is Let's Get Random Thursday, and every week I do something different. This week I don't know what I'm doing yet, so I could either take the day off or I could do something. So I'll figure it out. I'll let you guys know. But I got a bunch of videos I actually pre-recorded. I'm going to be releasing them. I'll release another one tonight. Make sure you guys check out the two I released yesterday. One where I was playing Armored Core, got more than halfway through the game, realized, duh, I wasn't upgrading my character. So that still makes me a beast, but stupid. And then two, the other one where, guys, I bought the Ripstick. And so I did my Ripstick review, and I want to say it is epic. So check that out. And also, I got a video coming. It has something to do with my body. And you guys see. So with that being said, I'll see you guys. I'm the Cowboy, King of Entertainment. And as you know it, this video was epic for one reason and one reason only. Because I'm a cowboy. Oh, man. And the last thing I got to say, guys, say it with me. Okay? 1, 2, 3. And now your mama knows.
I'll make you famous.
Because I'm a cowboy. Oh, man. And now, your mama knows.
Bruce, unleash the baby god dragon!